How's it going? Friday?
Oh, good.
All right.
All
It's going, baby. Good
It's
morning.
going.
Energy up. Scott Rizzuto.
Energy way up.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Yeah.
You guys all lift me up.
I know you're excited today.
I am.
I know you are. I could feel it. I could feel something was different, and I was like, man, I wonder what it is. Maybe it's Friday. Maybe it's our guests. No, I found out.
What?
Is you're going to finally close this whole DMV chapter crap.
Yeah. I'm going to go back to the DMV today.
That's why you're excited.
Yeah, hopefully. Well, I got the...
I got the fever.
I got the fear.
But you felt confident. You sounded confident earlier.
Did you see all the well wishes people wished for you the other day when we posted the photo of you with your red folder? People were like rooting you on.
Oh, really?
Good luck,
oh, that's
man.
nice.
Let me pull up a couple of comments.
Yeah, pull up a couple
like-
comments. No, I'm going
Yeah.
back to the DMV to finish registering my car after the debacle on Tuesday.
Are you hoping that you run into that gal that was like, nope, lean?
No, I'm not going to
to
go back to that
The
one.
lean police?
I'm not going back to
You're
that.
boycotting that location.
I'm not going to the Creve Coeur DMV. They're dead to me.
I mean, lots of people, Chris says, remember, you don't have a lien on your vehicle. Christina says, when the DMV employee sees you, hey, Riz, you have all the wrong paperwork. Next, LOL. DMV employees, when he walks in, great, red folder guy is back. Place your bets, everyone.
Yeah.
Be happy that you have time to do this, someone else says. Some of us get paid by the hour and would also be losing money through the process. So he wants you to feel sorry for him.
Oh, okay.
Always that guy.
Missouri really.
Always that effing guy.
Liz says, go get him, Riz. Olivia says, the saga continues.
It's my privilege of being able to go at noon.
Yes.
I have carpal tunnel, so it could be worse, you know.
I'm colorblind. I don't see red folders.
Yeah,
It's
I'd
upsetting.
lay
What?
that red folder down and not even, it just turned gray to me.
Jason says, may the force be with you. You know why the DMV is no longer at City Hall? Because in the city, you don't need legal plates.
That's a good point.
Let's see.
All I want to do is pay the sales tax.
All
Brad,
I want to do is pay the state
I want to
money.
pay the state. I got a check. I got a blank check.
Billy says, remember, you have the ability to say, do you know who I am?
Yeah, okay. I don't think that woman who said lien release and pointed to the clipboard listens to the show. Although I could be mistaken.
I was doing the Misfit Machine performance yesterday right down the hall, so I missed the emails. Did you guys get to the email about the DMV comparisons? The gal that lived in 7 states?
No.
Oh, okay, we'll get to that later. But I mean,
No, get it now. I want to know.
well, it just reiterated
Inquiring minds want to know.
it reiterated the fact that this is the worst state for this kind of thing. And where did we land with the whole pay your taxes and do all this crap at the dealership?
We're not doing it anymore.
Well, no, we're doing it. It just they got to build the infrastructure for it.
Here's the email. I cannot express how infuriating the DMVs here are in Missouri. We moved 7 years ago from Washington State. We had a very similar story to Riz's. After about 7 separate visits, seven visits to the DMV or City Hall for the personal property waiver and multiple calls to the lien holder back in Washington State, who's 2 hours behind us, by the way, we finally got it handled. I have lived in 5 different states, including Hawaii, and it was easier to ship my car across the Pacific to the island of Oahu back in 2002 and register my car there than it was to transfer tags to the state of Missouri from Washington in 2017.
Jeez.
This state has the absolute worst rules and most unhappy DMV employees. Not always. My DMV, everybody's pretty happy. I have ever had the displeasure of dealing with. It's not this hard anywhere else. Love y'all. Team Riz member Amanda.
You need to
That's
go in
pretty
there.
neat.
Ghetto boys from Office Space when they smash the printer up or whatever.
I got my pistol point cocked.
Go in there with your tags
Rattling
and just like
down,
smash them in
stop
front of that
until-
lady and take your red folder and throw all your papers up in the air. Give her the old,
I'm gonna go in with a great attitude.
well, will you leave with one? That's the question.
That's the question. That's the big question. Well, Tuesday
Go
was
in there with
a
the
bad
boombox with Beastie Boys. No sleep.
Tuesday
till
was a bad day, and then I was going to go back Wednesday, and I said I can't do it. I can't.
Right, you need to take a breather.
I can't put myself through this.
Hey, you know what you should do? Is you should just get the 1 year tags so you can go back and do this next year.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
That's what he did.
No.
Just the.
No,
I thought you only got the 1 year plates. The tags?
But that's on the old registration. See, it's a very complicated issue.
They're going to get you.
I bought my car off my lease. Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm trying to pay the sales tax
Right.
Yeah.
so I get new plates and have the car registered to one Scott Rizzuto.
Yes.
Logic would suggest that they would make it the easiest thing in this whole process to give money.
Exactly.
Yeah, I know.
Don't
I
you
think
want
so.
to get paid?
To pay money, to
The
legalize.
old plates,
to
the
follow
old
the
plates
rules.
expire at the end of this month.
Oh, no.
So I re-upped the old plates
That's
for
right.
1 year.
I see.
Okay.
That's where the confusion lies over
Yes.
here.
See.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, it's easier if you don't have a lien against your car.
Yeah, if
I don't
this-
have a lien against my car.
If,
Anyway,
if this
I
was a
don't
show,
wanna-
if this was
I
a
don't want
show
it
that
anymore.
was pumped into any other state, we would not be hanging on this because everybody would go, "What the
What?
hell are they talking
What's
about?"
up with Missouri? Yeah.
Brad, on the instant feedback, okay,
Mr.
Know-It-All.
Oh,
yeah.
God.
Oh.
Hey, Brad.
Okay,
Yeah.
Brad,
Has something to say.
Put the
I
big
just-
brain on Brad.
I just happened to glance over my computer, and Brad
Of course.
Brad.
Brad on the instant feedback says, I still don't understand how you guys don't look up all you need to go before you go in. See, you didn't hear the whole story. I'm not going to go into it. So
You did have everything.
I did have everything I needed. It
That's
was a
what the red
mistake-
folder was about, Brad.
It was a mistake at the DMV at the Creve Coeur location that sent
Yeah.
me on this journey.
But if Brad listened, he couldn't just tell
But
you how
Brad doesn't
smart he
listen.
is all the time. He just has to listen to the bullet points of the story and then tell you.
Brad, I'm going to explain
How he
something.
would've done
to
it
you.
better.
I went to the state of Missouri and the county of St. Louis website. I had the checklist, everything I needed. The woman at the Creve Coeur DMV made a mistake and sent me on a wild goose chase for stuff I didn't need and would not answer any of my questions.
Right.
That's right.
What happened was I went to the credit union, who then took my original title because they needed it,
Made a copy.
made a copy of it, gave me a copy. I went to another DMV and they said I could not use a copy.
Right.
Okay, Brad? Blocking forever. Thank you.
Thank you.
Blocked.
Brad knows all
Brad
69
blocked.
at yahoo.com. Blocked. Thanks.
Brad blocked. Okay. Anyway, we got a lot of stuff going on today. We have the Beastie Boys tribute act, My Posse in Effect, coming by at 8 o'clock.
Just sold out their show. Congratulations to
Are
those
they
guys.
performing?
Yeah.
Oh, I can't wait.
Oh, yeah.
It's so good.
I love the Beastie Boys.
We saw them on the 4th. Remember?
That's right.
O'Fallon.
Up at O'Fallon. I saw them at Del Mar Hall a couple years ago. I brought some friends over, and it was great.
I wonder if they'll have the tracksuits on.
You
This
have
morning?
to, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it ain't
I
Christian
would.
if you don't.
I would sleep in that thing and just rise out of bed like Nosferatu or whatever his name is.
Nosferatu.
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 Yep, of course.
Nosferatu was in the Lion King.
That's right. That was
is
the
a
gay
great-
brother in the Lion King.
That is a great band to do a tribute for. You know what I mean? Like they
yeah.
have so less, a lot less work than like a Kiss tribute band or something. You know, they made their job awesome and easy. 'Cause
You know
they
what,
just do the tracksuits and maybe a Kangol cap here and there. It's so tight.
But they're still playing the music live,
Oh, no,
which I
no,
think is
they're
kind of
ripping it.
difficult.
Oh, no, and it's a live band. I mean, our
Yeah.
buddy
Yeah,
Will
Will-
Pelly,
but
Will's
with
the
like the
bass
ones and
player.
twos as well, you know, like
Yeah.
a scratch.
DJ
somebody's-
Muff.
Oh, no,
Yes.
it's
a
legit.
DJ, and they got it's a legit musical act.
Yeah.
Doing Beastie Boys songs. They're amazing. Sold out show at the Del Mar Hall next Friday. But they'll be here at 8 o'clock. Our buddy Jim Florentine stopping by.
Nice. Collecting his 11th timers.
I believe he will be on the air
He's gonna need
25 times.
He's going to need the Viking helmet.
He will.
I'll bring
where's
it
He
in.
he
will
at
need the
on
Viking helmet.
list?
I also have some heart-shaped glasses that are really cute that, like, I don't know.
Seems like the
If I can
kind of
just
guy.
decorate the celebrities that come to our show, I would love that.
No,
yeah,
and,
Jim, you have
and,
to
you
put
know,
these glasses on and this Viking helmet.
Jim Florentine on that metal show on VH1 for a long, long time. I think they got the show back together. I think they're doing a YouTube thing.
Like him and Eddie
Oh, no
Trunk and all
kidding.
them.
Him, Eddie Trunk, and Don Jameson.
That's great. It was a good show.
It was a great show.
I never watched it.
Oh, it was a great show. But
It
you
was-
know,
it was cool. It was
Jim is a musical savant.
Yeah, I was gonna say it was a show for fans by fans. You know what I'm saying? Like Florentine's a fan.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
And we'll do a little musical quiz between you and
Oh boy,
Jim.
I'm going down. Yeah.
Love the confidence.
No, I'll be all right.
Lern versus Jim Florentine.
I just-
You guys
he-
are both.
he just
Classic
knows
rock
more.
and metal.
He just knows more. He's older. He's had more time.
Well,
What's
he
gonna-
did Monday Night
Damn.
Metal for a while.
I know, but
What's
not
gonna
like
confuse
that.
you?
Shot at him.
Is Florentine is basically living a Scott Rizzuto voice impersonation.
Yeah, he's
life.
my voice.
Yes, he is.
He's my voice brother.
It's
but he's
confusing.
got a very thick
Yeah, deep.
Brooklyn accent.
Yeah, besides the accident, you guys are doppelgangers. Audio
doppelganger. So Jim Florentine at 9 o'clock. My Posse In Effect will be here at 8 o'clock. We got the E Memoriam. We got Friday Fail Stories. And a lot of fun today.
Yeah, I just wanted you to know that since you blocked him, that Brad immediately doubled down, didn't get the message, didn't listen to anything we just said, and came back in true know-it-all fashion. Even used the words, I know, but if you know what I know, you would tell them, I've literally done this all before, and the manager would have handled it for you. I've done this before, and they made it happen for me. I'm like, Brad, you're missing the memo, buddy. Shut up.
Wait. Nobody's getting perks at the DMV because you tell somebody something else. It's literally government stipulation.
It's
nobody's Karening at the DMV.
No.
It was a situation. God, Brad, you sucked me back in, you jerk.
Why, guys? What are you doing?
Well,
What happened at the Creve Court DMV was I got to the woman at the window. She said I did not have a certain piece of paperwork, which was not required.
right.
To do what I needed to do. I tried to plead my case. Brad?
Stop it, guys. You started this Friday off great. Remember that?
Brad, and you know what she did? She took a clipboard
Too late.
and she held it up and just pointed. It said lien release, and that was it, and said next.
Next. Get the hell out of here.
Dope.
But Brad knows.
Don't let him ruin. Don't.
Already.
You got these
Block
guys
him.
on respirators.
Get him outta
Just
here.
Feeding them
Get
oxygen.
him out of here.
Get him out.
Shame.
Stop
Get
that.
out.
What are you doing?
Get him out of here.
That's going to
Protect your
That's
peace,
going to clear
Riz.
75 emails from this week, ranging from he knew about the Jake Paul fight, he knew about he knows how to fix Lern's tub, he knows everything. Brad is a wise man.
All hail Brad.
All hail Brad,
Look to
king of the
Brad.
Let it
wise
be
men.
known.
What are you guys
I
doing?
think Brad lives in a cave up on top of a mountain. You have to climb up there and ask for it. And he pulls
Have
up.
you seen the Brad?
Yes.
Look to the Brad for all your answers.
He's the Oracle, dude.
Brad
He is
not
the
to be
oracle.
seen. The Brad is to be heard.
Like in 300, the Oracle. That's
Yeah,
what Brad
he-
looks
that-
like. He's all decrepit. The crypt
Takes
keeper.
the hood down.
Yeah. Hello. Let me touch your face.
Have you come to consult the Brad?
Anyway, couple news stories for you and some Friday leftovers. Ooh, follow up to remember that I think we had the story last week. The Wisconsin guy who faked his death and abandoned his family
On the kayak or
and
whatever?
and ran off to Uzbekistan
Is
with
he
a
alive?
woman. He is alive, and they contacted him.
Oh, that's great.
He has been in contact with the authorities.
He just didn't want to be a dad and a father or husband
They are calling
anymore?
it personal matters.
Yes, definitely.
I would say. It sounds like something personal.
They are you going to talk about the TikTok?
What
They
about
found the guy's a TikTok of like some influencer doing man on the street stuff, and he was on it.
No.
It was like this guy on a bike, and she's like, "What's the secret? Ask me any question, and I'll answer." And he's like, "Should I leave my wife and family?"
Oh, that was before he staged the accident.
and go to Uzbekistan. And she's like, "That's a very specific question." And then they like walk through. She's like, "Are you and your wife not happy? Is she going with you?" And he goes, "Not exactly." And he goes, "Okay. Is it an amicable split? Does she know about it?" And he's like, "I'm not sure yet." He was like, kind
Well,
of.
this guy's got a wife and kids.
Oh yeah. He kind of laid out his plan on this freaking TikTok.
Well, so they still don't know exactly where he is, but he did make contact because I guess they saw. Well, I guess somebody saw the story of his faking and staging his own death. It started blowing up, and someone's like, "Hey, this is about you."
He's like, why'd they get big? I don't
So he did contact the authorities and basically laid out how he did it. So the guy's name is Ryan Borgwart.
Wow.
He staged a kayaking accident back in August. Local authorities wound up putting the pieces of the puzzle together and figured out dude's still alive. Mm-hmm. And during a press conference, the sheriff, and we had the story last week about this, the sheriff's like, "Hey, Ryan, if you're out there, just get in touch with us and your family so we know you're alive."
Right. That's the least you can do.
Because they had, divers go and dredge the lake, cadaver dogs, all this stuff, all these resources put into finding this guy. So this week, the sheriff's office down there in Green Lake County in Wisconsin announced they had been in contact with Ryan. It's suspected he is in Uzbekistan, of all the countries. So in a video that Ryan sent in, he said, good evening, it's Ryan Borgwart. Today is November the 11th. It's approximately 10 a.m. by you guys. I'm in my apartment. I am safe, secure, no problem. Now, the Green Lake County Sheriff said our concern has been that he safely gets back to the U.S. soil. He needs to return home to his kids. If he chooses not to return, it's on his own free will. And I think the message is very clear. I don't know if he'd be facing any charges.
I thought you do if you fake your death.
But
Wild.
But here's the thing, though. He just left clues as to maybe him dying.
Oh, okay. So it wasn't a straight up.
Yeah, I mean, he can say like, "Oh no, I decided to go mid kayak trip."
Right. He wound up just leaving his kayak in the middle of the lake. His wallet fell out of his pocket.
Right, like those were all just coincidental things that made it look like I may have faked my death.
It made it look like I possibly faked my death. But so a Russian-speaking woman helped investigators get in touch with him. And when investigators reached out, he correctly answered questions about his family and about himself that only he would have known. So he told authorities that he went about 50 miles from his house to this particular lake, Green Lake, where he overturned his kayak, dumped his phone in the lake, and then paddled in an inflatable boat to shore. He told cops that he picked that lake because it's the deepest in Wisconsin at 237 feet. After leaving the lake, he got on an electric bike, rode about 70 miles through the night to Madison, Wisconsin. From there, he took a bus to Detroit. From there, he took a bus to Canada. From there, he got on a plane. And that's it.
Dang.
And now he's wherever.
Do you not have to register? I haven't been on a bus in a really long time. Do you not have to put any personal information? Like you have to get on a plane? You can just, like those longer bus trips, you just get on?
Do you have to show ID? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, do you have to show any?
They definitely make it seem like in the movies,
tape?
like it's really difficult to get out of the country
right.
under the radar.
Well, so he got to Canada somehow. Investigators found he had opened a foreign bank account, had changed his email address. He was in communication with this woman from Uzbekistan, and then Canadian law enforcement did run his passport. So he wasn't
Off grid.
He wasn't the best at covering all his tracks because he had his passport.
I sent you the TikTok. It's wild. This girl, it's the guy. It's so. This is how they started. This TikTok got sent to the cops. And that's how they started to, after they exhausted all these resources looking for him, and that's how they started to realize, like, yo, this is the guy.
Whoa.
Talking about going to Uzbekistan.
Whoa.
On a TikTok. It's like one of those weird little asking me for advice, man, on the street things for this girl.
Yeah, so this girl's holding a sign. She's out. It looks like a nice
like a boardwalk
lakeside boardwalk.
The real twist here is her advice was, yeah, go, do it. You don't
Need advice on anything?
You should take a
Go to
kayak.
Uzbekistan or stay.
Here it is.
Need advice on anything?
I go to Uzbekistan or stay here.
Say that one more time.
Here it is.
Do I go to Uzbekistan or stay here?
Do you have family there?
No.
Why do you want to go?
Meet a woman.
To meet a woman. And it was
Uzbekistan.
Uzbekistan. You don't like American women?
Oh, they're familiar.
What?
So you've
She's a terrible interviewer.
Yeah.
Well, she's amateur. This is Billy on the street.
I know.
given up on meeting someone here?
No, I'm married.
Oh,
Yeah.
but you want to find someone else?
Empty nest. I'm not sure. That's why I'm asking you.
Wait, empty nest? What do you mean?
Empty nest. My kids are out of the house now.
So you want to find, adopt a child?
No.
She's awesome.
I want to find a companion that I'm content with.
I think that requires you to divorce someone first.
Well, maybe.
Or is she okay with that?
Wow.
He sounds like a psychopath.
Well, Maybe.
Maybe it's like Napoleon
I don't know.
Dynamite, the psycho
I
killer.
feel there's like a
does sound like
sadness
Napoleon
there.
There's a
Dynamite.
sadness for
There's
sure.
like a
when you're
like a-
looking at him, he's like
He's
Yeah.
like slouched over and like he just wanted to talk to somebody. There's a chick with a sign,
He's
a
bad
random
on this.
person that says,
I don't know,
ask
man.
me for advice. And he rolls up on his bike.
Dead eyes. Time for divorce, dude. Like maybe he doesn't want to go through like the money and the dividing of the assets or whatever. But it's when you're that dead inside, get out.
dead inside. Oh man, I feel like he's beaten.
He looks, did you see him?
No, I don't need to see him. Like it sounds psychotic.
Oh, he went about things the wrong way. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
But-
basically laid his whole plan out right there on that TikTok.
But
before he
pain
went
can
through
make you
with it.
do irrational things.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Hurt
Like-
people hurt
So
people.
can
but
greed.
Well,
it's like
right. Okay. I'm not sure greed is what took him to Uzbekistan.
No, but I think not wanting to lose half of his stuff. might have
Maybe
made
that's
him-
maybe that's part of it.
Yeah, who knows?
like what I want to know what the wife's take on all this is. Like where's
he
her
did-
interview?
I think the story goes that he did take out an insurance policy.
Yeah, life
prior
insurance?
to,
For her to have?
prior to
Yeah,
him.
maybe. It's,
So it is love.
maybe. I'll take care of her. Then I'm absolved of all guilt. Go to Uzbekistan.
That's a
start
parting
over.
gift.
Yeah.
How does that even work in other countries? If you are married here and then you want to start a new life in Uzbekistan and
It's Uzbekistan.
and
Yeah.
what's up? Like,
Is my
different area
license
code,
good over
so
there?
it's-
Are
Yeah,
you
like-
asking for a friend? Or?
no, I'm just like, how does that play out? Like, do they look you up? I mean,
I don't know,
Can you
maybe
take
things are a little-
cats?
yeah. How do they?
Hey, this is getting really specific.
Yeah, maybe
Do they
things
have
are a bit
radio
looser
stations there?
It's just this man sounds so dead inside and worn down, and
He
like
does.
he's gonna
That's
either.
why I think there's a sadness.
I don't know. I'm thinking he's gonna have a nervous breakdown and hurt somebody. I don't like it.
Yeah, it's sadness or sociopathy.
Yeah.
A sociopath.
Yeah,
Psychopathy.
A little bit of like, well, should I go to Uzbekistan? I want to.
I think he just wanted somebody to
I
talk
don't
to.
know,
She
man.
was there.
Yeah.
I like to imagine it was Deb from Napoleon Dynamite interviewing him as
Yeah.
well, like when they act out this in a
Yeah,
biopic.
she wasn't good, and he wasn't good.
Well,
But
they found him.
it was the smoking gun.
He is alive, and they're probably thinking he is in Uzbekistan. Hey, I like a guy with a plan and a good follow through.
Yeah.
Yes.
Picked a cool place to go.
Speaking of flights,
Yeah, who wants to see the picture of the Uzbeki woman?
I do.
Man,
Me,
that's-
me.
I do.
I mean, come
Oh,
on, you guys. That's the really interesting part. here.
Uzbeki, look at her butt.
I really do too.
Dunk, 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 dunk.
Will we ever?
Oh man, I don't
have
know.
Oh, I thought you had it pulled
No.
up, man. I turned around.
No.
Great time to get me with
dude.
Dolly Parton. You should have had it up. You really missed
not-
it
I'm
out.
never
man, look
turning
at
around.
the woman that he went for. No.
Man,
Dolly Parton without her makeup.
that was the perfect time.
Yeah, to throw it all away, to leave your wife to stage this elaborate thing to fake your own death. She's got to be hot. She's got to be
What's his
nothing
wife
less.
look like?
Nothing
You
less than an
think?
8.
What's his current wife look like?
Don't know.
Oh, we need all the photos.
She wasn't on the news?
I
First
did
of
not
all,
see.
I don't see it. Well, you're saying like she's got to be hot. That's not this guy. Isn't leaving.
You don't.
He's looking
You
for
don't stage
companionship.
your
He
own
said-
death for a woman.
Listen, dude,
who's
no-
less than an 8.
Did you not hear him? Like you got to hear like the subtleties in there. I know you guys are seeing dead eye sociopath murderers, but like there's some subtleties in there where this dude is like sad and he just needs a friend. That's
You're
why he.
throwing
That's
it
why
all
he's.
away for a 6.
That's why he's talking.
You're telling your kids you're dead?
That's why he's talking to a random stranger about
He
this
just
crap.
wants
Come
somebody to
on.
talk to.
That's what
You're-
I'm saying.
you're not
this,
throwing it away for
this
a
dude
6.
is lonely.
He sent a video to the police, and it
Yeah.
literally looks like a...
Like a hostage video.
Yeah, man. Holy smokes.
Uzbekistan women are gorgeous, apparently, according to the chat. Let's.
I bet they are.
And-
I went to... There's a lot of
Women.
Turkish gals at SIUE, and they were the most beautiful.
Oh yeah, these women
Yeah.
are beautiful.
One of the-
Smoking hot, beautiful women. in
One of the
world.
main exports is gold. Like that's their main thing, and then after that is cotton
And then hot women.
and hot women. So I guess
Hot
there's
women
money
are
over
third.
there.
No,
Gold, cotton, and hot women.
Let's go do a trip. See.
Yeah, this guy.
like all of these Google images look like every woman over there is Elizabeth Taylor and Cleopatra. Which is what she looks like.
Yeah, very like
Well,
exotic.
good for
looking,
him.
huh?
Beautiful.
this guy
Yeah, but
made
you know
some
what?
horrible decisions.
Who says he's going to go over there and anybody's going to want his dead-eyed
He
ass?
said he met a woman. I mean,
Dude,
that's
it's-
the whole thing. He was in contact with an Uzbeki woman.
His wife's not bad.
What does she look like?
This gal here
Like a normal.
looks like a
in
normal,
quotes.
you know.
She looks like her name's
Oh,
Kate.
yeah.
Yeah, she looks like her name might be Catherine.
Yeah.
Kate
Courtney
goes
takes
by
care of
Catherine.
herself.
Dude,
Yeah.
now that we have a tone to his voice, here's what he said when they called him. He said, "Good evening. It's approximately 10 a.m. by you guys. I'm in my apartment. I am safe, secure. No problem.
Yeah, all good.
No problem."
No problem.
This will
No
be my
problem.
last communication. I'm fine. I'm in Uzbekistan. Leave me alone.
Yeah, horrible decision maker.
But
Irrational.
Did you guys do
decision.
but
Google
plan
search?
follow through her.
Did you say,
What?
Scott?
Of Uzbekistan women? Did you do a
Yeah,
image search?
she just did.
Because that lady has a beautiful unibrow. I think it's kind of a trend over there. I'm in.
Well, that's the difference. Us here in America, we wax our uni, but
Yeah.
you know, in other countries they don't.
They embrace
That's okay.
it. That's
They
where
embrace
cotton
it.
comes from.
I thought of you guys last night as I was shaving my face. We have to take care of a lot over here as American women, you know. Gotta.
And we appreciate it. Thank you.
You're
yeah,
welcome.
thank you.
Thank you. If we didn't say thank you on behalf of all men, I'd like to say thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you for your service.
I thought of all you guys last night while shaving my balls, which is crazy.
Which is wild.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
You know, I do it for everyone.
A Canadian guy was arrested after trying to open the plane's door mid-flight.
That's been happening a lot.
Milwaukee to Dallas.
It's just a panic attack or something.
Yeah, there was only 30 minutes left in the flight, too. And this guy started freaking out. They said he was like 6'3", 6'4", walks up to a flight attendant, and he says, I need to get off the plane. I'm getting off the plane. I need to get off. I'm getting off.
Just you, sir? Just you?
Yeah. So, again, it's a situation where nobody's taking any chances. So the flight attendant's signaling that she needs some help. A passenger comes up behind the guy, bear hugs him, and they wind up duct tape him to the
The seat.
seat.
Oh man.
I've been on a lot of flights. I've experienced a lot of craziness. I still have yet to see a passenger duct tape to a seat, but for some reason I'm looking forward to it.
No.
Me too. Honestly,
I don't know, man. I just feel like, well, cool. I mean, I can tick that off the box. Tick
no,
that
all
box
I'm
down.
picturing is the beverage cart going up the aisle and just going past the guy just duct taped to the seat.
Picking up trash, like
Be honest.
where you hand the trash at the end.
I'd almost let him duct tape my head to the headrest just because I think I'd sleep better.
That's not a bad idea. Bring your
Yeah.
own duct tape.
Be like, you don't have to get me. I brought my own. Just wrap it around my forehead so I could sleep perfectly sitting up without that slumping over move
Yeah.
where your neck hurts the whole flight.
By the way, anybody fall asleep on a neck pillow? Because those things don't work for me.
No.
Yeah, there's a couple different. We have three
Yeah.
different styles because every time I go to the airport, I forget one, and then I go, oh, I got to buy one. So I have. You can rent them from me if you want. I have every one. I have
You should
the ones
bring them
that-
all in, and we'll
You know,
all wear
the-
one for
You
the
gotta,
show.
you gotta
People
get the
wear
ones,
them wrong.
You gotta get the one with the high ridge,
No.
and then it closes right here. It clasps. So once you get that, then you're just like you're
You're
basically
in double chin mode.
Apparently,
Yeah.
everybody wears their neck pillow wrong.
Supposed to wear it backwards.
The U is supposed to, the opening of the U is supposed to face your neck.
The nape of your neck.
Yeah, you spin it,
Didn't they be-
but I spin it to the
Nape of
side
your
like
neck.
this, and like it's got a ridge on the back or on the quote unquote front, and then that way you kind of lean and you just kind of move it. You
So
move it
people
around.
think they're supposed to wear the neck pillow with the U shaping forward.
Yeah.
With the U opening forward.
Yeah, a little gap by your clavicle.
Supposed to be the other way.
right.
Yeah, but I've tried it both ways, sucked both ways.
They suck both ways.
I feel like my neck's too small or too long or something.
You
Like,
got to
I
get the
don't-
right one. You can't get
Yeah.
like the cutesy like ones with the flowers that have the cute designs and all that kind of crap because they're just like too spongy and too they're,
get a
they're
neck
like
brace.
beanbaggy. Yeah. Those are awful because then you're just like this and now you have a dumb donut around your neck. You got to get the real rigid ones with the tops.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
nice.
talking about?
I
Those
just
are
wanna-
Really
great.
hold your neck in
They're like
place.
memory foams or something.
Yeah, we got one of those.
Maybe I'll just bring one of those like pregnant woman pillows where women can't sleep on their or on their bellies or anything because they're pregnant and they get those big old horseshoe like inflatable things.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll just start bringing that because like that would be cool as hell to have that like around me as a little cocoon.
Yeah,
It'd be
yeah, you can
big,
do that.
and I could just spoon that
Bring a
while I'm
dog
going to
comb.
Cali.
Well, I'm just imagining somebody duct taped to the seat, and I'm sitting next to him, and I go, "Hey, we're about to land. Can you put my seat up for me?" As you see, I'm duct taped to it.
Can you give me a drink?
I like how they
Through a straw.
they gave him comfortable seating still.
They reclined
They
him.
lean it back.
They reclined.
Would you
They
like to
reclined
lean
them.
back, sir?
Here's a big straw so you can get your ginger ale.
Yeah, you're on him to feed him brownie brittle. A little bit at a time.
Yeah, the Southwest brownie brittle.
Here you
No,
go.
you know,
I
the
don't want you to
beverage
miss
cart-
out on this.
He gets a Coke, and you got to pick it up and he's got to sip out of it out of the straw.
Yep.
Little straw. Thanks, buddy.
You're welcome.
So he was bear hugged. He wound up being duct taped to the seat and taken off the flight when they landed for a medical evaluation. So he had a complete panic attack.
That sucks.
It's awful.
30 minutes left, man. Just hang on, buddy. Hang on. Now there are the people that are on the plane that think they're the only person on the plane.
Mm-hmm.
You ever run into one of those situations where I guess it's main character, what do they call it? Main character syndrome, where they think there's nobody else on this flight. It's just me.
It's just me.
So a Mexican ex-soap opera star and fitness influencer facing some heat online after performing a full body workout during a flight.
Nice.
Hey, man.
What's he look like?
Got to stick to a schedule.
These gams aren't going to pump themselves.
It's a she. It's a she.
It's probably fine then.
No, I saw it as a fella.
Did you?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I don't see as many women disrupting flights as I see men.
So her name is Barbara de Regil.
Oh, Lord, Barbara.
Barbara de Regil. She regularly shares her workout routines with her 9 million Instagram followers. So she's pretty popular. She was reportedly traveling with her husband, Fernando. And, she, during the trip, wanted to unwind by exercising in flight. She wrote, "I'm feeling crazy after nearly 35 hours in the air on planes." So instead of doing some light stretching or walking down the aisle, she opted to execute an intense, multi-step, full-body workout in the middle of the cabin.
Was the plane full?
Yes.
It was. I don't have an
Yes,
issue
it
with this,
was.
honestly.
What?
Well, she works out all the time, right?
You've been on those flights that have two aisles. They're huge, and you're in the air
There
for
was
15
not
or
a
20
lot of
hours.
room. This is a plane with a narrow aisle.
Mm-hmm.
And she's in there doing squat jumps. Like it's a CrossFit class.
Gosh,
Yeah.
that's awesome.
That's a
Jumping
bit
is
much.
probably not a good idea.
Yeah, it's a bit much.
This
but,
is mega annoying.
eh.
Get out of here.
I don't
If I'm
think it
sitting in
bothered
the...
me.
Don't apologize for Barbara.
I'm not apologizing.
I guess I'm down if somebody needs to stretch.
Yes, of
Yeah.
course.
Absolutely.
You walk up and down.
Yeah.
You're not doing...
Nobody wants no deep vein thrombosis.
No, I get that. But that's
It's
why
a killer.
you could get up and walk, not doing jump squats
And burpees.
and burpees. Because that's what she's doing.
Yeah.
I know what you're saying.
Maybe like a push-up, I could see that, like in the blood going.
If I'm in the middle of if my seat is an aisle seat and she's making a scene running back and forth,
Yeah.
doing the burpees, squat jumps, get back in your seat.
On that
You're
last
not the only person here.
On that last overseas flight, I had the blessing and the curse of having the emergency aisle. And the emergency aisle on one of those giant flights, is huge, dude. There's like 8 feet in front of me. It's incredible. That the emergency door, the giant emergency door, that's what I had in front of my feet, which is amazing. Except for then you realize, oh, this is the zone. This is the gym. This is the waiting zone for the
spot.
bathroom.
Yeah, that's a spot where people wait.
This is the spot. So, if I'm asleep and I'm drooling or whatever, like I am the show for anybody waiting for a bathroom
Yeah.
or whatever's next. So that's probably where she was working out, right? That became the gym. That was the bath.
No, she's up and down the aisle. She's doing everything up and down the aisle.
This is awesome.
And all the while, her husband is just like sitting in the seat, scrolling through his phone.
Gotta get that money, girl.
Yeah, she's doing it again. Yes, the internet did not appreciate this. One person wrote, "Planes don't have showers. She must stink." This ridiculous lady has already won the Idiot of the Year award. It's unbearable.
What's her last name?
De Regil. So it's Barbara D-E space R-E-G-I-L. Regil.
Barbara de Regil.
Barbara.
I gotta see.
Others accused her of being addicted to working out. Yeah, you don't need to do a full body workout. Come on. You look fine.
Holy smokes, she is
Yeah,
gorgeous.
That's why people are complaining.
Jealousy?
Yes. You
No,
can't
you're
be
not the
attractive
only
and
person
do
on
that.
this flight.
Oh my goodness! First of all, she does have I mean, she's full blown influencer, right?
Yeah, she's got 9 million Instagram followers.
Right. So what are the chances here that this is intentional to get some headlines?
No, they would
Exactly like
never.
the ones
Well,
that we're doing
she
right now.
is.
Because guess what? This is going to do nothing but gain her followers. Because when you look her
Sure.
up, there's a lot of fellas out there that are going to go, oh,
Shot.
maybe I need to follow her to see if there's a follow up on this story.
Wait, is that the plane lady?
Yeah, right.
Well, I mean, you see,
That's what I'm doing.
Yeah, she's a babe.
she's a babe, but
Golly dang.
scroll back to the top, Moon.
She's
You
hot.
see, it's a small plane.
My lord.
Oh, I didn't even see the plane.
Yeah, this is a small plane.
next to
Not
the
looking
bikini
so hot
photo.
during the workout
She's got
as
the
do
eye
we
mask
all,
on
right?
and a big sweatshirt on with your squats.
Yeah, that's not a giant plane.
Maybe I need to start working out on planes if I want to get that
That
sort of
body?
stomach.
That's a big one, though.
This
I mean,
is where I've been going wrong.
that's not a little domestic thing.
Yeah.
Ain't no Kansas City flight. You know what I'm saying?
No, it's not a puddle jumper, going to Newark.
I'm gonna start following her. Maybe she'll
Oh,
motivate
here's
me.
the video. Here's the video. Let's see her. Let's see how disruptive. Okay, she's jogging in place next to
jogging in
this
place.
guy. He's sitting there like,
He's
I just
sitting-
want
he just wants to just-
eat my pretzels.
1, 2.
Right in that
3,
guy's face,
4.
dude. Look
That's
at
her
that guy.
husband.
Oh, maybe that's her
probably her
guy. Oh,
husband.
that's her guy. Oh, okay.
No,
okay.
who's recording?
Oh, she's in first class. First
She
of
just
all,
sets her phone up, dude.
Yeah.
Nobody's ever holding the phone.
I don't like it.
she's in first
Okay.
class, so there is more room.
Wait till you get to the gym.
This is the motivation I need for 2025. For 40, let's go.
Well,
Stop jumping up
Wowie.
and down.
yeah, I think it could be. Moon might be right. It could be trying to get the story, but I also just think that sometimes people get that influencer fame, and it's the do you know who I am energy.
Oh, do you remember the video?
Like she's just doing it. She's like, I'm an influencer.
You're a nobody.
This is gonna, if anything, this benefits you that I'm doing this on your flight. I have 12 million followers. Could be that. She could be addicted to working out. I could see that. You see that sometimes, man. I can't remember. I watched something, maybe Soft White Underbelly, about a woman who's like addicted to yoga. It like ruined her life.
Addicted to yoga.
She just was doing it like 20 times a day, and she was obsessed.
Just everywhere she goes,
Just
namaste,
obsessed
namaste,
with it.
namaste,
It like
namaste.
cost her marriage. Like she just got obsessed with like yoga and being fit. And she looked like she
I'm
had
sure she
probably
looked
eating.
great.
Yeah, she looked like
No.
she might have had eating disorder or something. Too. She was pretty bony.
Namaste, namaste.
But I mean, like anything, if you get too wrapped up in it, can be bad, right? Even good things. She is gorgeous. There's no doubt about that.
Guys, we love animals with people traits, and this is her dog, and he's wearing sunglasses in this.
All's forgiven.
Readers.
So this is pretty cool. I'm a fan. I started following her on Instagram. Barbara, what is her name?
Strice? Sorry.
De Regal.
Don't reward her.
De regal.
Regal.
I'm trying to find the audio of a woman getting thrown off a flight, and she's yelling that she's an influencer and that everybody's a nobody.
Oh, wow.
Oh, that's a good one.
That'll teach.
That's how you
Yeah.
win 'em.
Yeah. Anyway, you can look it up yourself.
I just think if like I got up and started shadow boxing on a plane, people would have a problem with
Yeah,
it.
of course,
It depends on if you win or not.
of course,
Is it
because
an
it's
entertaining
annoying.
fight?
I just sit in your seat and fly. Okay, sit in your seat, put on a podcast, watch something on your phone, and
Fight.
just.
That's what we need. Fights on flights. Let's create an Instagram.
Like
handle.
bum fights?
Fights
Which
on
I'm
flights.
fine with, but if I got to know I'm getting on the fight flight,
Yeah. I don't want to just willy-nilly this. I need to know what I'm in for.
I don't want to go, I'm on the fight flight. Okay.
Oh, gosh.
Let's go to schools now.
Okay.
We go from the air to land, and we're going into schools. Got a couple of school stories for you. Florida high school football coach, and this story reminded me of Rafe.
All right. Why? Because I look like a high school football
Florida
coach.
high school football coach fired after he was caught watching porn while on campus.
You have a lot of
Okay.
explaining
Yeah, it is
to do,
like
Rafe
him.
Dean.
No, because you told the story of your football coach in the
Yeah.
video.
Yeah. This hits home. I don't think he knew about it, but he might have.
Well, it was game film, right?
No, it was the movie Hoosiers.
Oh, the movie
He
Hoosiers,
taped the
that's
movie Hoosiers off TBS to motivate his basketball team, but he taped it over a tape that had a porno on it. So after the Hoosiers credits rolled, there was a girl getting banged out in the swimming pool. And once the teenage boys found that out, we were going to the coach's office to watch game film.
Yeah.
I mean, it was one of the greatest discoveries of Alvarado High School in history.
Well, the local CBS affiliate down there in Miami aired what appeared to be cell phone video, which secretly captured the coach sitting in his office, it looked like, in front of a video monitor at school watching porn.
Mm-hmm.
Head coach Max Edwards was removed from his position earlier this week after he was caught on cell phone video watching adult material. In a statement, Miami-Dade Public Schools is disturbed by the allegations made regarding concerning behavior involving an employee at Miami-Jackson Senior High School. Coach Edwards led the school to 3 straight state championships between 2017 and 2019.
3 state champions?
3 state championships.
Wow.
And you're done after you got caught watching porn on your school computer.
That's wild.
Maybe that's a secret weapon.
Isn't it? You just have no self-control.
Right. I mean, it has to be addiction, right? I mean, if you're watching it in these inappropriate places outside of your home.
School.
Yeah, it's like your job. What are you doing?
What do you do? Why?
Especially when you're that
Why
talented.
now?
Also, good on the school, because I know a lot of schools, 3 state championships, they'd let that slide.
That's true, too.
Yeah.
High school sports is big business. There's been some very inappropriate behavior from coaching staff that has been swept under the rug in years past, so good on them.
Yeah, they'll look the other way because, you know.
gotta win these tournaments.
That football program brings money to the school.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, gone. One.
Hey, listen here. They go a decade with no championships, no playoff wins or something like that. They're going to get this guy
Coach
some weird
Edwards will be back.
private room. You know, he's going to have his own little closet.
He's going to have his Joe closet. Like,
Yeah.
all right, listen. We get it.
The Clippers already hired him.
Oh, no.
He's in there. You can watch it on the Jumbotron. We don't care. Just help us.
Help.
This story is about a dad who refuses to cater to son's classmates' dietary restrictions when bringing weekly snacks.
Cool, man.
What a
That's
hill to
cool
die
hill.
on.
Yeah,
Yeah.
bro. Yeah, what a stance. Yeah, dude.
Dude, you're so
glad.
tough.
I'm so glad finally somebody's standing up to people that
Right.
do things differently.
I'm sick of these weak dietary restriction kids. What a douchebag.
Okay, so but you don't know the story. You don't know the story.
I know this
You're
story.
right.
I know this person.
Do you know the story? What's the story? Tell me the story.
Headline commentary.
He's divorced, and he don't know how to cook things with dietary restriction, okay? He's got one cookbook at his house. His mother gave it to him. Whatever's in this is what I'm making for you. Shut up. Take it to
No,
school. I don't
this
care if
is-
there's nuts in it.
Okay, so
Back
dad,
to you.
So the dad posted on social media to ask for opinions about a situation in which he, you know, one classmate has dietary restrictions that he thinks he shouldn't have to accommodate. So he explains, my son's in 3rd grade, and his teacher asked parents, hey, help bring snacks in throughout the year. It's all voluntary, and the only request was to avoid peanuts.
Okay. Easy enough.
Easy enough. So the dad, he brings snacks in for the class on the regular. Actually, he's a dad that, like, hey, you know what? I'll step up
Good
and
for him.
I'll help with the kids. The dad writes that he's brought a variety of snacks in: Cheez-Its, beef jerky, you know, fig bars, Ritz crackers. But then his son mentioned, hey, we have one girl in the class that didn't like any of the snacks. So the dad didn't change the snacks he was planning to bring in that week: cookies and applesauce pouches. He says, my son came home saying that this girl is now claiming allergies, being gluten-free, avoiding meat, having a bunch of other dietary restrictions. So the father tells the kid, hey, if her dietary restrictions are so strict, maybe her parents should be the ones responsible for her snacks.
Mm-hmm.
So his son went and told the teacher and the girl, and the girl's parents complained to the school. And the dad writes, the teacher who's always been grateful for my contributions is now in a tough spot and gently asked me if I could bring snacks that fit this one student's restrictions. It says, based on what I've heard, this girl's, quote, approved snack list is basically saltine crackers, butter noodles, and fruit snacks.
Well, then that's
To
what
me,
you
this
shall
seems
bring.
to me this seems more like a case of pickiness than medical necessity. He told the teacher that while he'd love to help to keep helping with the snacks, he won't change the snacks he's been bringing. If one student can't partake, it should be up to that kid's parents to provide for her. But now this guy's wife is like, why? Don't be an a-hole. I mean, you're putting the teacher in a rough spot.
Our kid has to pass.
You throw a sleeve of saltine crackers in with the rest of the snacks, and you're done. You're good.
Right.
That's what I say.
Also, like, you're a hero if you think about if this was a different story where dad, who always makes snacks for the class or brings snacks, always thinks of this young girl too that has all these restrictions. What a great guy. He'd be a hero. This would be on goodnews.com on all the socials. We'd be like, oh, this is the best dad ever. But instead, he chose this path, which is, I'm not caring about somebody else's kid.
Yeah.
Like, and he picked the path. So
Well,
now we're talking about
what
that.
does the internet say?
They're probably siding with the dad.
Again, where's this posted?
Yeah.
It's I'm not going to say where, so I'm not going to.
Okay.
What does the internet say?
We'll say they side with the dad.
Yeah.
Yes. What kind of restrictive diet her parents should, they say, with that kind of restrictive diet, her parents should supply the snacks, one person writes. Another says that saltines and buttered noodles are not gluten-free. So.
Don't bring those.
And one parent who has a kid with a peanut allergy says that they always send in nut-free snacks. Others are like, just throw in a box of saltines with the regular snacks.
Yeah, man. Just
Easy fix.
Maybe do 2 or 3 options and be the real hero. I mean, that's the thing, dude. I understand. He's got a point. I understand how that can be messy and obnoxious and maybe
Annoying.
overstepped and annoying. I get all of that, and you're totally justified to think all that. But then at the same time, like, dude, you're choosing to bless this class, and like with your blessing, try not to add so many parameters, because then you're only doing it for the fact that you're doing it. You're not doing it for the people you're doing it for.
He's doing it to help the other kids out. I'm not going to put that on him. It's just annoying because now I got to. This is why I don't do anything.
What?
This is why I choose not to bless anyone.
But see, that's what sucks. I mean, maybe this kid really does have some problems. You know?
Yeah, who knows?
Who
And either
knows?
way, like, who cares? Like, you don't even need to go that far in the thought. I'm with you. You just like make the adjustments and
Just throw in a box.
and
Yeah,
do
you
the
could
favor.
You could still do the beef jerky and the fig Newtons and all that
Of
stuff.
course.
Just
Yeah,
throw in a
you
box
can-
of
Yeah.
saltine.
No
all
biggie.
right there, saltine Sally.
Yes.
Here's your dry crackers.
Here's the
Who
crackers.
likes saltines anyway?
I do
Yo,
sometimes.
What
Saltines.
are they good for?
Oh, you crazy!
Sometimes
son of
I
a
like
bitch.
them.
chicken soup.
Put a little
chicken
jelly on
soup.
them?
That's it.
Take it
Did
back.
you say jelly?
Yeah, you put jelly on
Oh, I
them.
never heard of that.
Peanut butter on
They're,
them?
they're like the
Peanut butter.
cure-all, man. When you're not feeling well and you can't eat
Right.
anything, you just chew on those little things.
Oh, it's so dry.
I know, so good though.
Yeah.
Just real slow, tiny little
It
nibbles.
just sucks all moisture out of your mouth.
I know.
So dry.
It's
Mr.
kinda
Biscuit's worried about moisture in your mouth. Get out of here.
Wait a
That is
Mr.
interesting
Biscuit.
that you do like saltines, but you don't like biscuits.
Yeah.
But
That's
biscuits
also
are
the
meant to be
same.
eaten. Saltines are like that. That's like you're supposed to put it in something wet or just nibble on it. You're not
Throw a
crushing
couple
them.
saltines and some chicken soup. I'll enjoy
I like
them.
oyster crackers on chili. I don't do saltines in soup.
Oyster crackers are way more superior than.
Oh man, they're little puffs of dryness.
But they don't have the little
Saltines.
salt pop.
yeah.
Yeah, so, oyster crackers.
They're,
Yeah, they
They're
do
okay.
so much
they
salted.
taste
They're more about
the,
the dust.
saltiness of dough. Like
Yes, they're more about the top of a sourdough bread. You
Yeah,
know,
but
with the little
sometimes I'll
dust.
throw a little salt on there.
You can throw salt on.
No, it'll come. Oyster crackers will come salted.
Oh, I don't think I've ever seen that before. I always get
Man,
the only place I get oyster
clam
crackers
chowder?
is like Steak and Shake or something in the little plastic baggies.
Dude, a clam chowder with oyster
Perfection.
crackers.
Yep.
I'm not sure I've
Perfection.
ever had a clam chowder.
What?
Oh.
If I were to,
Leave
would
right
it be
now
the
and
red
go
or
get
the
yourself
white?
The
some.
white.
Can
Yeah,
never
'cause the
remember
red
that.
is which one's that? Manhattan.
Manhattan clam
Yeah.
chowder.
Oh, I have no idea about
And what
that.
is that? Is that just with tomato
it's
soup?
no cream. No cream.
Yeah.
It's a tomato
It's okay. I've
tomato
had it.
based
It's fine.
broth.
Chili's good too because you can get the perfect spoonful of like if you got cube cheese, oyster crackers, you can get one cube, one melty cube, a big heaping spoonful of chili, and one oyster cracker on one spoon, and it's just.
Do you
Right.
put sour cream on your chili?
Of course I do.
All right, I just want to make sure we're still best friends.
Yeah.
Yo,
You do? It's an automatic. You have to.
Yeah, I got to have a
I don't
dollar
know.
with the sour
Sometimes it
cream on
dilutes
there.
it. too much.
we do the Greek
Doubt it.
yogurt,
And I don't
you
mix
can't
it.
tell the difference.
Oh, I would love that too.
Yeah, you literally can't tell the difference between that and sour
Yeah, you
cream.
can.
I don't ever
would go,
mix
is this
it in,
Greek
though.
yogurt?
No, you're kidding.
It's the
Not when
Sunday-
you bang it in there.
It's the Sunday law, dude. You guys all love concretes, right? You like all the toppings mixed in.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm a Sunday girl. I want all the toppings on top. I'll mix them at my leisure. Same thing with my chili.
Well, that's I
But
think
then
that's
you're
where
losing what the chili is.
No, I'm not.
that's where saltine crackers come
I'm
in.
gaining.
Because
Gaining.
if you get a chili that's just ever so slightly too thin,
Yeah.
saltine is your thickener. You
Well,
just
yes.
crush that
Well,
sucker in
or
there.
tortilla chips.
I
You
don't
can-
do a thin chili. Okay.
Well, actually, people will take if their chili is too thin, they will actually in the pot take tortilla chips and
I'm
crunch
not
them up.
interested in that at all.
Why?
No,
That's
don't do that.
No.
Why
What do you mean,
saltine?
why?
No, you do
I want a
saltine.
thick
That's a
ass,
thing.
It's a thickener. But you
It's
do
a thick
saltine.
ass
Why
chili.
would you do tortilla chips?
Back.
For the flavor?
How about just don't screw up your chili?
Whoa.
Sometimes things happen, Rafe. You know what? If not
I like a thick chili.
No, things don't
too
happen.
many toppings, then you lose what chili is. Then it's just the
No.
toppings.
The only time people are ruining chili is, oh, I don't have all of the ingredients I need to make the chili that I want to make. And then they do half-assed chili, and then we're left with some watered-down version of happiness that nobody wants to eat on Super Bowl Sunday.
Man, I'm
Skyline.
pretty much okay with any chili as long as it's thick enough.
Skyline's a little too sweet for me.
Well,
It's good.
Is that the Ohio stuff?
Yeah, it's okay. I mean, it's
That
okay.
is
I'm not
super-
gonna,
Steak and shake.
I'm not going to throw it out of bed.
And
Oh,
I-
steak and shake chili was awesome.
Yeah.
You know I'm a cheese addict, but that Skyline stuff is usually a little too cheesy.
I'll buy that steak and shake chili in the store. In the
in the can?
I won't. You know what? I won't. I'll make it myself, but I'm not above a can of Hormel. I'll
Yeah,
even
that's-
go Wolf every once in a
What?
while. On if I'm having a rough day, it's all I can get my hands on. I'll go Wolf.
Don't tempt him.
Hey, don't sleep on Wendy's chili, by the way.
Oh, really?
Like fingers.
I mean, that was one incident
What?
where somebody
fake.
found was that fake? That
I think it
like
was
a
fake,
fingertip in their Wendy's chili?
The finger
Oh,
was real, but
God.
it belonged to the person who found it. It
Oh yeah.
was like Big Lebowski.
I
Toe
forgot about that.
situation.
That was a long time ago.
Yeah.
Well, not going to be having any of that anytime soon.
That was a long
It's
time
ruining-
ago.
You literally got me interested and then took my
No, but
interest
Wendy's
off the table.
don't
I don't think they make it
Don't-
in practice.
don't sleep on Wendy's chili.
I like to
It's
take
good,
the
right?
squeeze
It's good.
pack.
I don't think I've had it.
Of sour cream.
Sour cream.
It's been
the 90s.
years.
Go off.
Yeah, I don't think I've had it since the 90s.
Full swirl.
You make the
years.
bowl, you put in the cheese cubes, you put on the oyster crackers, and you get the squeeze pouch of sour cream, and you make a little swirl on top,
Oh, labyrinth.
and then get the hell out of my way and turn football on. And don't talk to me for about 12 minutes.
You put avocado slice on your chili sometimes when you're wanting to feel quote unquote healthy.
in a
Bougie.
pinch, yeah. It's
Yeah.
got to already be sliced. I ain't getting avocado out
Well,
and doing the
absolutely.
effort.
How can I add more
No,
fat
you got
to
to
this?
put
I
That
know.
creams
a
it
way.
up.
Hey, don't judge me, man.
not sliced avocado. Mash that.
That's good fat.
Mash that.
I know,
Make
I
that a
know.
guacamole.
Nah,
It's still
dude.
fat.
What?
Slices.
I
no,
love a
then you got
slice.
slippery things in there.
Well, now you
you
just
got
so
sli-
good.
crunch your
you gotta-
tortilla chips in there, and now you just literally cheated the system.
I don't
You
like
got-
slippery things.
I don't like
in my
slippery
chili.
things in my chili.
Man, I still have yet to try the Reese's peanut butter cup in it. That's
Yeah,
what we
same.
gotta try.
I've not tried
I've had
it.
peanut butter. I did it because I saw some people doing it at a birthday party I was at, and I was like, who are these freaking psychopaths? And then
Who are these fools?
it wasn't bad.
Was the birthday party a skating rink?
It was at a trampoline jump house
Right
place,
on.
so you're not far off.
What a place to have
Cool.
chili.
A belly full of chili and let's jump
Oh,
off.
I know what
Trust
we'll
me,
do. We'll
I
jump up
was
these
not.
walls.
I didn't plan this
Danger.
party, and I go, "What are we doing here? We're giving 5-year-old kids peanut butter and chili, and then being like, hey, jump 12 feet in the air.'
Yeah.
Send them loose in the trampoline park.
Dude.
No thanks.
Blow dump trampoline
Yeah, dude.
arena. Wow.
All right, finally on the food news tip here. The McRib is coming back on December 3rd. Make note.
Okay.
McRib back December 3rd. And if you think it's gross,
Yep.
which I had my first McRib as an adult.
Yeah,
That probably ruins it.
You never
totally.
forget.
As a kid, I thought it was the greatest.
Yeah.
As an adult, I'm ashamed
I
of my
don't
youth.
I don't understand.
Because I think it's a sand with barbecue sauce on it, right?
Have you ever seen just the unsauced
Yes.
McRib?
Yes.
It will change you.
I think that's what it did. I
So
think that's what
gray.
did it.
Yeah, dude. It's like part of an alien autopsy. You're
think
just
that's
like,
what-
what?
Yeah.
Is this an alien's like pancreas?
Yeah,
What
it's
is
liver.
this?
Gray
It's gray.
and shaped into look like a rack of ribs.
Right, but
Yeah,
soft.
it's so weird. And each one like has there's a bite where there's like a pop and like a BB of gristle. And as a kid, you tell yourself, well, that must be gristle.
well, what's funny
But
is
as an adult, you're like, that can't be
That's
gristle.
Jim Matt.
the
Yeah,
same
I don't know
people
what that is.
who circle December 3rd or whatever you just said on their calendar are the same people that are like, impossible meat. You people are idiots.
Excuse me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
good point.
I'm not waiting.
Okay? So
Lab
suck
grown
on
meat.
these vegan balls.
Yeah, you're right, dude. They say
You got a
people,
good point.
You think I'm going to eat lab-grown meat, brother?
Don't put me in that category.
Oh, you're there.
No, I'm not. I don't like McRibs.
Okay,
But you tried it.
you did.
Oh, Lord. I looked up unsauced McRib on the internet.
You know what? I'm sharing it on our social media. I'm going to ruin
Goofiest
everybody's
thing ever,
weekend.
dude.
Unsauced McRib. Here we go.
Well, December 3rd, the McRib is coming back.
Oh, man.
And if you think it's gross, brace yourself because now it's chuggable.
What?
To celebrate the return, they're selling McRib sauce by the gallon.
Oh, I was going to say McRib McFlurry.
The machine's broken.
Or technically the half gallon. Starting Monday, 9 a.m. St. Louis time, you'll be able to buy yourself half-gallon jugs of the McRib sauce at wholelotofmcribsauce.com. $20. The site is not live yet, but there's a button that lets you add it to your Google Calendar so you won't forget.
Oh, they even have it wrapped in a little Christmas sweater label. You get that for somebody for Christmas.
Now, I'm guessing this is going to sell out quick. So the press release says McRib season is a holiday unto itself. So they want to embrace the spirit and give fans an even bigger way to celebrate. Remember they ran a campaign back in 2022 calling the McRib farewell tour.
Yeah, they always be doing that.
But it turned out to be a marketing BS thing.
Tricksters.
They immediately brought it back in 23 and now coming back on December 3rd. Nobody's going to wait in line with me?
I will, I guess, because I have all this lab-grown meat that I eat.
The uncooked McRib looks like something you'd buy at a homemade soap store. It looks like it would
Yeah.
exfoliate you or something.
Bath and
Like
Body
you should be
Works.
putting it in your
So
body.
nasty. All right, let's do this.
I'm still going to eat it.
You say you'll still eat it?
I'll still eat it.
All right, Teamers Remember the Day is brought to you by Hot Shots Sports Bar and Grill. New Hot Shots Lindbergh, 7575 Lindbergh. I'll be out there tonight from 7 to 9 o'clock to celebrate the grand opening, and you have a chance to win your way into Riz Show night at the Blues game. And Lou is going to be there as well. All right, today's Teamers Remember the Day comes to us from Washington, Missouri. Travis Little is our team.
Travis.
Travis, listener since 2014, always has the show dialed in for his morning commute to work. Travis relates to Moon's perspective, often on various topics, while also resonating with Riz's strong but yet honest humor. Also a huge fan of Lern's addition to the show and has had the opportunity to meet Lern at a Riz Show event last year. He is ecstatic to be part of Team Riz. Travis Little from Washington is our Team Riz Member of the Day. Get your super sweet Team Riz Member of the Day soccer jersey. Get yourself signed up 1057thepoint.com/Team Riz. All right, we'll take our first break in the morning. We'll come back. We will send one Craigslist ad to the Freak of the Year finals, all based on your votes, and we'll get into crap on celebrities. Hi, welcome back to the program. Phone number 314-624-3833 or 618-398-3833. The Mick Ultra Studio Cams. 1057thepoint.com/Riz. The socials at RIZZ Show. Your emails. RizShow 1057thepoint.com. Jim Florentine in the house. He'll be here at 9 o'clock. My Posse, bless you. My Posse in Effect. The Beastie Boys Tribute Act. They'll be here at 8 o'clock. Rave Scene Memoriam coming up. I believe we'll have time for Friday Fail Stories. But before we get to all that, we need to announce the Face the Music band of not just the day, bonus of the weekend. So this is Rafe's last day to pick the band.
Yep.
And everybody's listening for
Pearl Jam.
Pearl Jam, yes. When you hear Pearl Jam, not just today, but this whole weekend, make sure you open up your Point Mobile app,
Sweet.
tap Rafe's face.
Brown the runway, you know?
What happened?
Haven't you ever seen that? Like, what's he actually saying? And they put a video together and Brown the runway.
Yellow Ledbetter
yeah,
in
dude.
that song. Nobody knows what
Nobody
he's
knows
There's
what's
great
going on in
memes
that
of like, it really hit me when Pearl Jam said, "Hey, behold, hey, bubbles, hey,
saying. Nobody knows. You don't even know what he's saying. But Pearl Jam is the band you're listening for, not just today, but all weekend long. When you hear it, open up the Point Mobile app, tap Rafe's face, and you have a chance to win $1,000. And you have a chance to co-host a morning show with us at some point next month. All right, folks. Let's send one of these freaks to the Freak of the Year finals.
Okay.
Let's do it. So it is the Freak of the Year tournament semifinals. Lern read 2 ads yesterday. 2 great champions. And all based on your votes, one of these 2 ads will move on to the finals. And here's how it all shook out. It was between Crawley Shore and Java the Slut. We must say goodbye to one of them. Ladies and gentlemen, moving on to the Craigslist. Oh, music too early, guys. Music
Okay.
too early.
That's
Okay,
all right.
there we go. Thank you. It was just me, actually.
Everything's great.
I don't have. There's nobody behind me.
No.
With 56.6% of your vote. Congratulations. Moving on to the Freak of the Year finals. Crawley Shore.
Bugsy, man for woman, 41 years old, Ottawa. I want to bang while we're covered in creepy crawly bugs. You and me and 1,000 of our 6-legged partners in the ultimate insect orgy. I started keeping ants in an ant farm in my room as a hobby when I was 9. I would take them out and play with them and enjoy the ticklish feeling of all the ants crawling on my legs and thighs. By 13 or 14, I had added snails and cockroaches to my collection and was becoming increasingly obsessed with it. I soon began punishing myself while the ants crawled on me. In my mid-teens, I would put honey on my willy and let the ants walk all up on me. By age 35, I was masturbating several times a week while the roaches crawled on my thighs and testes, and snails crawled all over my nips and my willy. Sometimes I would hold a frog against my willy and get off on the squirming as it tried to escape. I've always felt disgusted by this habit, but derived no pleasure from normal sexual activities. My psychiatrist suggested that the paraphilia developed as an alternative outlet after my normal sexual expression became associated with the trauma of my mommy punishing me when she found out that I had this sexual fetish. Now that I understand my condition, I finally embraced it. I want to find someone else like me who will dive into a kiddie pool filled with ants, roaches, slugs, snails, centipedes, and many other insects. We will have sex while our bodies are enveloped by the sensation of thousands of little legs crawling and slithering all over our skin and into every crack, tickling and biting us as we make mad, passionate sex. I'm open to reptiles like snakes, lizards, and frogs, if you want that too. Thanks.
All right. Congratulations to Crawley Shore moving on to the finals. Craigslist Freak of the Year finals. And they will face off against the winner of the next semifinal matchup, which will be the week after Thanksgiving. It'll be...
That's right, December 5th, Robert Plant versus Flo Pesci.
All right. We're almost there, guys. We're almost to the end.
Yeah. Oh, I found the misheard lyrics from Pearl Jam's Yellow Ledbetter.
Oh, yeah?
On the ceiling, on a Porsche, glitter, fairy, landfill. I want to leave Bennigan's. One bizarre hymn on the beach, the little horses. Mona said, I want to leave Bennigan's. On a wheel, on a wizard, on a whale. Anna Nicole's mama said that I don't want to see Anna fall down again. And the wizard on a leave. A gump, I know. I said, I don't want to leave a whale in a box or in a bag. Ah, yeah. Can you see them's? Out on the porch, potato wave. I see them's brown the runway, yeah. Anna, no, I don't want to see. Make me fries.
I smell a new Rizzuto game, and it's just mistaken Pearl Jam lyrics. What song is this actually?
Nobody knows what he's singing in that song.
The make me fries part is
No,
the
I'm
best.
gonna play a Pearl Jam song today, but it's not gonna be Yellow Ledbetter.
What's it going to be?
Well, Rafe picked it out,
Oh.
so you'll just have to wait and
I
find
guess
out.
I will.
I'll tell you
Potato wave.
When it's time.
off air. I'll whisper it into an envelope.
So you got 2 big movies opening this weekend. You got
Wicked and Gladiator.
Gladiator 2, and they're calling it
Glicked.
Glicked.
Glicked. Oh, I read it as glicked.
It looks like it should be
Glicked.
Glicked, but
It's so stupid.
it doesn't. It's got to be Glicked, right?
Why isn't it Wadiator?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wadiator's house.
Gladiator's
Yeah,
better.
Way tougher.
Radiator. It'd be Wadiator.
They're trying to Barbenheimer this.
Yeah, they're
mofo.
trying to Barbenheim it.
Not everything needs to be Barbenheimed.
Well,
But because of the double feature, a new poll looked at what the rules are in 2024 when it comes to movie theater etiquette.
So many rules.
So many rules, guys. And here are the top 10 things you should never do at a movie. FaceTiming somebody during a movie. Here's the crazy thing. 4% of people think it's okay.
Well, this call's not going to FaceTime itself, okay? My sister really needs to see what's up.
4% of people think it's okay to FaceTime during a movie. Don't leave trash behind when you leave. Don't take a phone call. Don't reveal a plot point out loud before it happens. 6% of people think that's fine.
Like you go to see the throwback feature of The Sixth Sense, and like the minute Donnie Wahlberg's in the closet, you're like, Bruce Willis sees dead people.
Yeah.
You know, ruin it all.
what?
Don't do that. Don't put your feet up on the seat in front of you. Don't bring your dog. Don't bring your dog.
Okay.
To be honest, most of these nice theaters that have gotten rid of some of the seats and made them bigger and heated and all that kind of stuff, you can't really put your feet up on this. That was like an old rule.
Yeah.
You know, when they were jamming another 180 over fire capacity.
Yeah.
Right.
Now you got, your recliners and stuff like that. It's great.
I feel bad for really tall people, like our coworker and friend Chris Frank, who is 7 feet tall. He's so tall. Went to a movie with him and a friend the other day, or a couple months ago, and he's so tall, and his feet go way past the recliner. You know,
I bet. Them's the
Sucks.
breaks. You know,
Them's the breaks.
There's
Yeah,
good
but-
and there's bad.
And
Everybody
he could reach stuff I can't.
exactly.
That's true.
Yeah,
So,
he's never
sorry.
has to ask for help reaching anything, and I do, and it's
I got to climb up the shelves.
it's all even. We're even.
Don't eat or drink loudly. Don't talk at full volume during the movie. Apparently 11% or 1 in 9 people think that's okay.
I hate that. Don't
Don't-
talk to me either. I don't want it. I'm real weird about this. I'm like this at concerts and movies. Do not start talking to me.
Yeah,
about
me
anything.
too. Yeah, me too.
Well, if you need something, let's get up and go out in the hall, because I'm
I'm
not
always
interested.
I'm always, movies are expensive. I'm wary of other people's situations too.
yeah.
But it is
is interesting.
as public of a scenario as it is. It's a very private thing for me. Like watching movies is like I'm thrilled. I'm paying a lot of money to see every minute that I can. I want to absorb the sound of the thing, and I don't want any interactions. I don't want to talk to you.
Yeah, I want to lock in.
We
I
can
don't-
do
yeah,
a sign
even-
language
even-
thing. I'm fine with that. I don't want any noise. Like, if you're like pointing or you're like, this is the scene. Okay, that's one thing. Like, but don't be leaned over.
Yeah, we're not
telling
having
me
a
your
conversation.
stories.
Yeah, this ain't no
in the
hangout
middle of a
session.
movie?
Yes.
Oh, hell no.
This ain't no hangout session.
Don't take photos or start recording video. Don't yell at strangers because they're doing something wrong, because that's also annoying. Now, at the other end of the spectrum, 92% of people say it's okay to get up and use the bathroom during a movie, of course. 86% are fine with people applauding at the end. Why would you not be okay with that?
Yeah.
It's kind of weird.
Why would you? So that means 14% of people are not okay with people applauding.
I think it's like, it makes people feel like cringy or something.
Really?
I guess. I don't know. I like it.
Really?
I like it.
Yeah.
Man, I still have a memory of watching Castaway in the theaters, and the scene where he's in the house with Helen Hunt, and it's kind of a tense scene anyway, because like they're finally back together, and you see like the love tension and all
She's
that kind of stuff.
remarried, has a
She's
baby.
remarried. He's in her family's kitchen,
Terrible haircut, too.
and who Helen Hunt?
Yeah.
Oh, really? I don't remember, but he's looking at the refrigerator and says something about. He goes, "Do we have a football team?" And it was the Titans. And this was right after the Rams
That's
had won the
right.
Super Bowl. And she goes, "Yes, brand new team. And we made it to the Super Bowl. We almost won. We lost by 1 yard." And when she said that, St. Louis Theater, everyone
started cheering.
started
I
cheering. And
remember.
it was kind of a magic thing. And I really appreciated it in the moment. And it has to be one of those special moments.
Special moment, seeing one of the Star Wars prequels, and when the crawl came on, like the
The march.
no, when this, everybody started applauding. I got
Dude,
goosebumps.
Me too. That's goosebumpy right now. Okay, in Rogue One, when
Darth Vader?
the Vader scene,
Oh,
and,
yeah.
and the end, if you know what I'm talking about. That was a
Princess Leia stuff.
Yes, I feel like everyone gasped and was choking back tears.
People yelled too, like when Darth Vader came on.
Yeah, we were choking back tears. That movie was spectacular. The way that it was done, and it was one of those few magic moments for Star Wars nerds to share in one of those moments.
All right, well, last stat here. We talked about this yesterday. What do Americans feel? This is a big poll. Giant poll. Great big poll.
It's you versus
A lot of
me.
people polled.
Yep.
Are Americans okay with sneaking food into movies?
I am on the pro side of this. Yes.
You're
Yes.
pro. I'm against. I'm again it.
Me, pro.
You're pro.
Yeah,
I
what-
think I'm the only one here that has a hard stance
I'm pro.
on not bringing in food.
Right.
Outside food. What does America say?
They say it's fine.
Yeah, I think they say meat, food.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does America say it's fine?
Yeah.
Or
We can look out and see they're fine.
do Americans have morals?
No.
Unless they're being asked in a Warenberg
leading
chair,
witness.
while they're there by that guy that says, shh, the Marcus guy or whatever his name is. Unless they're being asked by that guy, they're saying, yeah.
Rafe, what do you think, huh?
Yeah, the Marcus
What
family's
do I think
out.
they said?
What do you think Americans said? Is it okay to bring in outside food?
Yeah.
And you're correct. Americans are okay.
Yeah, America.
That's right. Our
56%.
people, true Americans.
56% say it's
Yeah.
acceptable. 27%, which I'm in that camp, say no way. 17%, not sure.
I love the
out
not
of
sure.
here.
So there you go. Have fun out there, guys. Watching 2 big movies this weekend. All right, today is November the 22nd. Back in the day, 63 years ago, 1961, Elvis's Blue Hawaii premiered in L.A. It was his most successful film ever, grossing a whopping $4.7 million. 61 years ago today, 1963, President JFK assassinated in Dallas, Texas. 56 years ago, 1968, the Beatles released their self-titled 9th album, which we all know as the White Album. 38 years ago, 1986, at the age of 20 years old, Mike Tyson becomes the youngest heavyweight champion in history, knocking out Trevor Berbick in just 5 minutes and 35 seconds. 29 years ago, 1995, Toy Story, Pixar's first feature-length film, that was released. First feature-length film created using computer-generated imagery. 27 years ago, 1997, 3 days before the start of their NXS 20th anniversary tour, lead singer Michael Hutchence found dead in his hotel room outside Sydney, Australia. The official cause of death was suicide by hanging. Many say the real reason, the highly dangerous form of insane self-gratification known as autoerotic asphyxiation. But was that true?
I don't know, but it's true for the world.
It's the legend of that being true, but I don't know if that's actually true. He was only 37.
37.
Yeah.
You said that was Michael Hutchence?
Yeah, and there's this crazy conspiracy theory, not just the autoerotic asphyxiation thing, but it was Bob Geldof that kind of started that rumor because he was with his ex, Paula Yates.
Interesting.
So that was just a rumor?
I wish I could have seen NXS.
Or it's the other
so
way
bad.
around.
What about the
Hutchins was with
what about the Kung Fu Cat? Because that was the first time I ever heard
David
of
Carradine.
David. Yeah.
Was that true or was that a rumor?
I think that was true.
Yeah.
But how did
It's awful.
I remember that was the first time I'd ever heard of that. I went, say again?
Yeah.
Killed Little Bill.
Yeah. And 21 years ago today, in 2003, Carmen Electra marries Dave Navarro. That lasts a couple of years, but they're still close friends.
That was a cool couple. I remember thinking, like, I like this. Because they were both freaky and hot.
Yeah.
Wish it would have worked
Apparently
out.
they're still friends. And that's what happened back in the day. All right, time to find out what's going on in the world of music and entertainment with your crap on celebrities.
And by the way, it's brought to you by Cordell. And Cordell, don't let divorce take more than it has to.
Please don't.
Lady Gaga is looking forward to sharing, quote, a vision I've never been able to fully realize when she headlines Coachella next year. I've seen Lady Gaga at Lollapalooza. And I've seen her at the Enterprise Center. She's excellent. Like, as far as a headliner for Coachella that's going to fit right in, Lady Gaga is the person.
Yeah, wasn't
I
the
would
last
go
one
for
like
that.
a total crazy letdown? That was the one with was it Frank Ocean or something?
Yeah. Well, no, he didn't even
Oh, that
show
was a
up,
couple
right?
years ago.
Well, no, I think he didn't show up the second night, but the first night was just like this 2-hour
was 2
rambling
years
of
ago.
weird.
Last year was the year that the ticket sales were not great.
Right. Everybody watched it at home. Like, I watched it last year from my Couchella.
But I'm excited to see this year's Lady Gaga's performance because she's doing the entire catalog from Joker 2. It's going to be
It's
awesome.
going to be great. What if she does? She's like, just trolls that way. Be awful. Chris Cornell's 20-year-old daughter, Tony, has released a single called Sunset of Your Love. which I think is really cool. You can check that out on YouTube. Singer Kate Nash has launched an OnlyFans account focusing on her butt in order to fund her tour right now. So Butts for Tour Buses, an OnlyFans campaign. A subscription to her butt is $10 a month, with the first 20 people who sign up getting 20% off, which I'm sure that's already over.
Kate Nash?
Kate Nash.
Is she a
she's
country?
British, I think.
British.
Kate Nash.
Kate
Singer,
Nash.
songwriter. Images.
Butts for Tour Buses campaign.
Images.
By Tyrone Green.
Booty, booty,
$10 a
rocking
month?
everywhere.
Okay.
I think the innovation is interesting and obviously a great way to fund if you do need a tour bus. As long as she's down with it, I have no notes.
Well, listen, if that's what you want to do and people are willing to pay $10 a month for pictures of your tushy,
Why not?
hey, why not? If there's a market for it.
And there is, I'm sure. Pat Smear's first show with Nirvana, do you know when it was?
1991.
Well, I know what it was for.
What
an
event?
It was for an MTV thing.
No, it was not.
It was for, shoot. It was for an event.
Oh, it was for an event. I know that.
Right?
It was an event.
SNL?
SNL.
SNL.
And it was 1993.
Yep, you're right.
That's what I meant.
And so I was telling you guys, I was listening to that Chris Shiflett podcast, and he interviews Dave Grohl and Pat Smear, and they tell the story on there about Pat Smear's joining of Nirvana and how Kurt Cobain did not like the guitar that Pat Smear was going to be wearing and playing on stage for SNL. And so
it was a flying V.
Well, he ended up giving Pat Smear a flying V, and I guess and you would know everything about this, Moon, but he was going to play a Charvel guitar, and I guess Kurt Cobain was like, nah, don't play that. He didn't like the shape of it, so Kurt Cobain gave him a flying V, and then what's really cool is Pat Smear gave the Charvel guitar to the musician Her, because she was like, oh, I'm a fan of Nirvana. I play a Charvel. And so the actual Charvel that Pat Smear used to play in Nirvana, he gave to her.
Yeah, the story goes that he bought this certain shaped guitar that he wanted to play on SNL. The band didn't like it. They thought it was cheesy and didn't match the vibe of what they were doing. So they were trying to figure out a way to tell him to not play it. So they decided the path of least resistance was to buy him a really cool guitar
and make him
play that one.
That's kind of cool. A Charvel, really. So usually the Charvels are kind of like a Strat shape. And they're crazy nice. They're usually like custom. It was like a 70s kind of thing. Shredders still play them. They morphed into Jackson, like Grover Jackson bought Charvel, and the Randy Rhoads thing is actually what birthed Jackson. But Charvels were like players' guitars, still are. And Pat Smear is a freaking player.
Yes.
But usually, I wonder what it looked like. It had to have looked weird or had a dumb finish on it or something.
Yeah,
because
it looks fine.
Typically, they're like
shape-wise.
they're like Strat shapes, which are very similar to what Kurt was playing Fenders at the time. So that's
what's interesting, and if you go and listen to that podcast, it's fun because Pat Smear does not care about what guitars he's playing. Like, as far as being a great player, he's just like, just give me whatever and I'll play it. But he didn't know Kurt Cobain had such a beef with that style.
I can get it.
Smear had bought a 1982 Charvel while he was playing with Nina Hagen, but the guitar didn't quite impress Kurt Cobain.
An 82 Charvel. I'd imagine it might have looked a little metal for him, maybe.
Well,
I don't know.
Chris Shiflett tells a great story during that same podcast where when he joined Foo Fighters, Dave Grohl took him to Guitar Center and was like, you need more guitars. Go pick out like 4. And bought him all of his initial guitars that he played in the Foo Fighters. And then Dave Grohl said, I would never do, he was like, if you were joining the band today, I would never go with you to like buy you. I would send just my Max, my MasterCard with you to go get them. It was a cute story.
I'm not a professional musician, but I would say the Flying V is cheesier looking than the Charvel when I looked it up. It's kind of a classic modern guitar. Like Flying V's cool, but I'm like, I've seen some pretty corny ones.
Yeah.
Yeah. I can go either way.
In TV news, comic Tom Green is making a comeback, which includes a country music album. Hang on one second, Riz. I'm going to put this in there so we can play it.
I'll find it. I got it.
He has a song that he's releasing. He tells Page 6 that he's going to drop a documentary, a comedy special, a 4-part docuseries, all within days of each other this January, exclusively on Amazon Prime. The documentary is going to follow Tom's rise to fame from a wild man on the street videos for Canadian public access TV to, of course, his prank-filled MTV sensation, which aired from 1994 through 2000. The documentary is going to touch on his marriage to Drew Barrymore and his battle with testicular cancer. And then he's also working on a country album that is apparently not a parody. And here's a little bit of the song called
But it sounds
Get
kind of like
Her
a
Done
parody.
Tonight.
It sounds like a parody.
I thought it
Where
was.
Did you send it to me? Can you send it to me?
Yeah, Get Her Done, right?
Yeah, it's called Get Her Done.
Go Get Her Done.
Who did
putting
this?
in there
It's Tom
now.
Green.
Moving into movie news and movie star news, Jussie Smollett, who was famously accused of setting up a hate crime attack on himself, has been cleared of his conviction. On Thursday, the Illinois Supreme Court overturned his 2021 conviction on 5 counts of disorderly
Yeah,
conduct.
but you read about this, though. It's not like it was a procedural thing. It doesn't mean he didn't do it. He was already tried and basically pled.
They did not comment on his innocence plea.
He pled out and paid $10,000 and did
Right.
like 15 hours community service.
Yes.
It's the mayor wanted him charged again, and it was a double jeopardy thing, so they threw it out.
I see.
Oh, that's what it was? I just saw that it went to the Supreme Court
No,
and they
the
overturned
Supreme
it.
Court threw it out because it was a double jeopardy
Not
thing.
threw it out, overturned it.
Overturned it because they couldn't charge him.
The prosecutor said that he made up the incident to garner favor with producers of Empire, the show that he was on at the time. I
he
remember
still
when this
did
came
that.
out, I was like, what a trash individual. Like, what it does is it's like people actually do suffer hate crimes. And it's like, here's this guy acting out that this happened. What a freaking mess.
Yeah, this was not he's innocent.
Right.
This is they just couldn't. They overturned it because he shouldn't have been charged again. Because he pled.
He already did it all.
He pled in the first case and was given a slap on the wrist.
Like we said earlier, Gladiator 2 is in theaters. Wicked is in theaters. So take your pick, St. Louis, whichever one you want to see. AMC has maybe gone a little too far with its new themed popcorn bucket. Now, remember when Dune came out and they had the sandworm and it looked very phallic?
Yes.
And it
Looked
was like
a
$30.
Looked like a vagina.
Well, this popcorn bucket for the upcoming Lord of the Rings animated movie is in the shape of a warhammer. It is 2 feet long and has a pointy tip. So it actually does look like it could shank
Could
somebody.
hurt somebody.
Right. So you could get one for $33. It's 27 inches to be exact. And good luck, everybody.
Yeah.
It's going to
Be
happen.
swinging these things in the theater.
Yeah. And finally, is this too far? I just read this and I go, is this where we're at? An OnlyFans model named Elsa Thora wants to have a baby with Elon Musk. Now, he has a ton of kids.
Yes.
With different ladies, no problem. But this chick wants to get impregnated by Elon Musk somehow, either by artificial insemination or just, I guess, doing them. And then she wants to give birth to their baby on Mars.
Let's do it.
I mean,
Let's get this done.
what a terrible
You may
idea
have
for
to
the
wait a
child.
Let's get this done.
You may
Listen,
have to wait a bit.
what to get it to Mars?
You got 9 months.
Well, we've hardly gotten there.
Let's
How long is it going to
We've
take
hardly
to get
gotten
to
there.
Mars?
put her on one of those SpaceX rockets. Just launch her. That's
Yeah.
it. Just
Yeah.
get her out there.
See what happens.
There's a Martian.
Yeah, just head out there. Perhaps before you get there, we'll terraform it and have a bed waiting for you.
Right.
No, let's just have her pregnant, just up there and just start civilization.
Sounds like my total
That's how
nightmare.
it
I'd be a
works.
Martian redneck up there that's like, no illegal immigrants having anchor babies on Mars. Elon's like, it's come full circle.
Anyway, that's your crap on celebrities.
Celebrity celebrating her birthday today. We've got a couple themes. How about we start with the MCU? Scarlett Johansson is 40. Mark Ruffalo is 57. Let's go to Stranger Things. I don't know how to say this person's name. Dacre, D-A-C-R-E, Montgomery. It's a cool name.
Is that the kid who plays?
This is Max's stepbrother, Billy.
Oh, Billy.
Billy!
I like Dacre.
Billy on Stranger Things is 30. Jamie Campbell Bower, Vecna on Stranger Things is 36. Auli Cravalho is 24. That's Moana. Hailey Bieber is 28. Candace Glover, season 12 American Idol winner that you've most likely forgotten about, is 35. Oscar Pistorius, he's doing great.
The Blade Runner.
Where did he go?
Is he out?
He is.
I think he's
I think
out.
he's out.
And I think he's working on some movie or something.
That was
right?
really hard at that time because, like, the girl that died was so beautiful, and he's like
Reva.
super
Her name
hot.
was Reva.
Reva, that's right.
R-E-V. I shot her through the door.
Dude, killed his girlfriend. He's out. He's 38. Karen O, the sexy singer for Yeah Yeah Yeahs, is 46. Mads Mikkelsen, This
Oh,
dude.
this guy's a great villain.
Oh man, it's got the great.
He's got the great villain.
Amazing
face.
villain face, and I just saw him in a movie. Literally, it was his picture on Netflix. I was like, I got to watch this. It was one of the worst movies I've ever seen. But
The
he's
movie he was in where he wasn't a bad guy. He was great in, man. He was like, it's the one where they're teachers and they start drinking at school. They decide they just start getting hammered on wine at school. They just start a drinking club. It's
Mads Mikkelsen.
I remember the name of it. It was a very good movie.
I forgot what movie this is, but it's like it's being fed to me on Netflix. He's like a good guy / bad guy. Garbage. I mean, just utter garbage. Anyways, he's 59. Jamie Lee Curtis, 66. Stephen Van Zandt is 74. Tina Weymouth, the bassist for Talking Heads and Tom Tom Club, is 74. Billie Jean King, tennis legend, is 81. And Terry Gilliam, Monty Python writer and animator. He's done all sorts of movies from Time Bandits to The Fisher King, Brazil, 12 Monkeys, Tideland, of course, The Holy Grail and Meaning of Life. Terry Gilliam is 84 years old.
All right, today's porno birthday, which is being brought to you by Patricia's, where fun and fantasy meet, is J.R. Carrington. And today's birthday girl's been in 174 fine films, including Best Butt in the West 2, Big and Busty Centerfolds. She was in Busty Babes in Heat 4, a movie called Double Dippin'. Freak of the Week, Guttermouths 4, Topless Brain Surgeons, and who could forget her role in 1994's Scott's favorite, The Rectal Rodeo.
Good one. That's fun. It's really cool.
Oh my gosh. What?
J.R. Carrington is 56 years old. That's your porno birthday. Those are your crappy birthdays. And that was your crap on celebrities. All right,
yeah.
we'll take a break.
The movie to skip is called Polar. Don't do
Polar.
it.
Oh, boy.
Total waste. 20%
We'll come back
Rotten
with
Tomatoes.
20%. We'll come back with Rafe's E Memoriam.
This
Lot
is
of-
the
lot of
coolest the
people in here.
studio's ever looked, honestly.
So many Adidas tracksuits.
So I know, I love it.
Ladies and gentlemen, in studio joining us, my Posse In Effect. Hey, fellas. Hey, guys. Hey, guys. Hey, guys. Sold out show next Friday over at Del Mar Hall. Congratulations. Well, get on the.
Oh, sorry.
Somebody got on the middle mic there.
Okay. How do?
How do you?
How do I?
Yeah,
Well,
grab that
congratulations.
microphone right there.
Well, thank you very much.
That's amazing selling out Del Mar. I saw you guys at Del Mar 2 years ago, was it?
Yeah, you brought us out, I believe.
I did, yes. You guys were amazing.
Thank you. Thank you.
Listen, I'm a big Beastie Boys fan. I think we all are.
Yeah.
Here in this room, it was a requirement in school if you were to have any semblance of coolness, you had to memorize front to back License to Ill.
Oh, yeah.
Like that was and you were quizzed. Like, all right, do Paul Revere right now, and like on the spot, you had to sing Paul Revere, or else you'd get your heads, stuffed in the toilet.
Yeah.
But
Swirlies.
yeah, you get a swirly. Who came up with the whole My Posse In Effect? How did the band start?
So, DJ Moff here. If you guys don't know DJ Moff, he's the best,
we know DJ
best
Moff.
DJ in the world. He was doing a tribute series of random hip hop things. We did a Native Tongues one that was really cool. We did some tribe stuff. Yeah. And we killed it. And he'd been talking about doing it Beasties, and with the help of Dwight Carter, another friend of ours, we put this together. We'd all been in different bands together over the years and stuff. We were just going to do a one-off at Ready Room, and it sold out. And we were like,
Right.
I guess this ain't a one-off no more.
Yeah, let's take this thing seriously.
And it kind of spiraled. It kind of spiraled from there. Like so the one gig turned into.
Yeah, you asked us to do way back Point Fest.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
It was
That's
actually
awesome.
our third show, I think, ever. So,
Played before Alien Ant Farm.
Yeah. Played for Alien
You know, because when you hear a Beastie Boys song, it just invokes joy.
Yeah.
That's what it is. Like it's. We saw you guys out on 4th of July up in O'Fallon.
Burt Michaels.
With Brett, with Brett Michaels, and man, just everybody singing along. Everybody, it was funny. Everybody of a certain age.
Yeah.
Everybody of a certain age, just like me, singing every single
30
word.
plus.
Yeah.
Well, I brought my kids, and they were like, "What is this?" I go, "This is the Beastie Boys. You will show some respect."
I mean, they have so many hits. It's easy to play a set of theirs because you're just playing hit after hit after
Yeah, that's right.
after hit, you know?
And everybody knows every word.
Right.
It's crazy.
I mean, that was one of the other reasons we started the tribute shows, because every album they put out is almost a different genre.
Yeah.
So to me, that was an interesting band to cover, because you can go all over the place.
Yeah, and you guys run the gamut of the catalog. So you do licensed to ill stuff,
The punk rock stuff.
stuff.
The instrumental joints, like we'll throw those in, a little bit of everything.
Because you guys aren't just singing to tracks. I mean, you got a full band up there with you
Misfits.
guys.
Yeah.
It's definitely.
Sometimes we're doing songs they didn't even do live. We're figuring out how to do it on instruments and samples.
Yeah.
And you guys, and how long's your guys set? I mean, it's a
90 minutes.
90-minute set, yeah.
Mindful DJ, about 30.
Yeah.
Open it up, get the vibe going.
Set the tone. So all right, so you got the sold out thing at Delmar Hall next Friday. You also got a trivia night thing you guys are doing as well. So explain what that is.
Over at Rockstar Tacos this Tuesday, it will be your last chance to win tickets to the show. There's a seating at 6 and a seating at 8, and it's Beastie Boys bingo. So you'll get a card with different song titles on it. When it pops up randomly on the radio, you dab it out, and then you win either tickets to the show or Four Hands Posse Punch.
Oh yeah, which I got some of that over
Yeah.
there. Thank you guys.
Floating around somewhere.
Yeah, right over here. The Posse Punch. If you guys are watching the webcams.
Yeah.
Nice.
How cool is
That
that?
was our good friends over there at Four Hands. We've had a great long relationship with
Oh,
them.
nice and cold too.
Yeah, I kept it in my car last night. So it'd be colder. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure Posse Punch was China's finishing move in the WWE.
Oh no. That's bye, Ray. Hey, do you guys know if the Beastie Boys camp is aware of you guys?
So I opened up for Mixmaster Mike last year at the Forest Park World's Fair Festival.
Yeah.
And I played right before him, and he actually played on my gear, and I have my Posse In Effect logo on my mixer right here. And I didn't say anything, because I'm like, there's a weird gray area. I don't know how they feel about it.
Yeah.
And then after the show, he's just like, so you're those guys.
Oh, so they do know. That's awesome.
And I was like, oh man, I didn't want to bring it up. And he goes, hey man, you got our blessing as long as you're doing us justice.
And you guys are. It is a fitting tribute to the Beastie Boys.
It's not fake.
Instagram, Mixmaster Mike.
Right.
And, who Money Mark, the keyboard player, also has commented on stuff.
Sure.
The percussionist, the dude from the Bongoloids, he was playing next door and came over and said what's up.
That's right.
Whoa, that's
Yeah,
awesome.
that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Coolest band
Well,
name
I
ever, by the
know
way.
we got the green light. I don't.
Well, it's better than a cease and desist.
It's not a red
We'll
light.
see after they
It's a
do
yellow
this.
light.
It can go either way. You get the C and D or the blessing.
The thumbs up.
It was Jimmy Griffin we had in here last week, and he does the Tom Petty. And he's trying to get in touch with Tom Petty's daughter to see what she thinks. And he's yet to hear back, right?
I don't think. Yeah, I think he had just reached out though. It was like just a couple weeks ago.
Because you always want the blessing of,
Yeah.
and you guys are true fans. You
Right.
guys are. It is a fitting tribute to the Beastie Boys, who unfortunately will never see in its pure form again, which is such a. Did you guys ever get to see the Beastie Boys
We
live?
saw them at Mississippi Nights in 92.
Mississippi Nights.
Dang.
We realized
That
what we're
crowd.
witnessing at the
That's
time.
awesome.
Yeah.
With the Beastie Boys though, you kind of can't lose as far as the blessing. Of course, you want the blessing, but if they hate you, they're punk rock enough where that's cool too, man. You know what I mean?
So.
Very true.
You can't lose.
So Mississippi Nights 1992.
Yeah.
And that
Bad
was
tour.
what tour was that?
Check your head.
Check your head.
And Mike D was like, "What's up, Detroit?"
Yeah.
We're like, "Oh man!"
Now, did he do it
The landing
ironically?
had some similar vibes back then.
But that show was. I didn't realize what we were witnessing at the moment. I was young.
They had to stop playing and tell people to back off because the stage, you were just getting smashed against the stage the whole time. It was so crowded there.
Great room.
That's a great way of putting it. Like you don't know. You don't know what you're witnessing history.
Yeah.
And that's
Appreciate it at the moment.
you don't appreciate it at the time, but now you're looking back. I'm sure, and you will tell everybody that you saw the Beastie Boys in 1992 at Mississippi Nights, a place that no longer exists.
Yes, sir.
And then I think they stole Lollapalooza when they came here. They destroyed that in St. Louis.
Yeah, because Nirvana was supposed to headline, but
That's right. Yeah,
Kurt checked out, and then they blew up the stage. Beastie Boys and then Smashing Pumpkins went on after them, and everyone's like walking out
later.
doing them.
Can you imagine following the Beastie Boys?
He was pissed at the
With Sad Billy.
And that was sad. That was sad Billy at that time.
Oh, he was ripping on the crowd.
1994.
Oh, I remember. He goes, "You guys are known for these terrible strip clubs." And all this.
Oh no, he did not say that.
Yeah, we're cracking.
Top notch.
Oh, not. Well,
He's like,
they're top notch, but he's just was very anti that at the time.
He was pissed. You're just a social security number with a debt, and he was ripping on the crowd.
Yeah.
And we're all laughing.
Oh, Billy.
Sad Billy.
Sad Billy. Yeah, I got to see him. A couple times. I got to see him at the Tibetan Freedom Festival.
Whoa.
Yeah, that was a good one. And then I saw them in the round at Madison Square Garden. Biz Marquee opened up.
Wow.
Nice.
Yeah,
He's mad.
R.I.P.
Yeah.
I just, I didn't get it at the time. I didn't know I was witnessing history. Biz Marquee.
Right.
Was that the one where they shot it all with the video cameras? I shot that.
That was part of that.
That was part of
They gave, dude. So they gave everybody video cameras.
Oh, it's crowd members?
Crowd members.
Yeah.
Like
Wow.
they, and you shot the concert movie for them,
That's pretty cool.
and they put it all together.
My favorite in there is the guy who has the camera and he's just filming Ben Stiller the whole time. For like 90 minutes straight, he's just filming him the whole time.
And Ben Stiller knows word for word. You know, he's just spitting it the whole time.
Even Ben Stiller's a fan. How could you not be a Beastie Boys fan?
Right.
You have no soul.
Yeah.
You have no soul if you don't love the Beastie Boys, or at least one song. Everybody knows the Beastie
Amen.
Boys song.
We're hoping you guys know the one we're going to play.
Oh, well, listen, here's what we're going to do. You guys have instruments, and, we got turntables and stuff. We'll make sure everything sounds right. We'll play a song. In fact, we're going to play Pearl Jam's song right now. It is Face the Music. Pearl Jam is the band you're listening for, not just today, but all weekend long. When you hear Pearl Jam, open up that Point Mobile app and punch Rafe's face.
Hit it.
Hit it.
Somebody move away.
And you have a chance to win $1,000, and you have a chance to co-host the show with us at some point next month. So here's Pearl Jam. My Posse In Effect in studio. We'll get all set up, and we'll do a Beastie Boys song next. Riz Show.
The Rizzuto Show on 105.7 The Point. The Rizzuto Show on 105.7 The Point.
All right, there you go. There's your Pearl Jam, and we got My Posse In Effect in studio. Sold-out show, Del Mar Hall, next Friday, 1 week from today. You could win your way into the show at Rockstar Taco Last Chance Tuesday with the trivia thing you guys are doing. What are you doing, Moon?
Just messing with him.
So we all get everything ready to go here?
I think
All
we're
right,
ready.
I'm going to put my microphone down, and that's a mic 2, 3, 4. I got to make sure there's a lot of moving things around here. A lot of moving pieces here. All right, ladies and gentlemen, My Posse In Effect.
Let's do it.
Well, just plug me in, just like I was Eddie Harris. Eating crazy cheese like you would think I'm from Paris. You know I get fly, you think I get high. You know that I'm going, and I'ma tell you all why.
Well, tell me, who are you dissing? Maybe I'm missing the reason that you smiled. It's so wild, so you listen. In my head, I just wanna take them down. Imagination set loose, and I'm gonna shake it down.
It flow like a mudslide. And when I get on, I like to ride and glide. I got depth of perception in my textual. I get props at my mention cause I'm vexual.
So what you want?
What you want?
You get so funny with the money that you flaunt. I said, who'd you get your information from, huh? You think that you can front when revelations come?
Yeah. You can't front on that. And fronting on that, yeah.
Well, they call me Mike D, the ever-loving man. I'm like Spoonie G. I'm the metropolitan. You screaming, you hollered about my Chevy Impala. Sweat is getting wetter than the ring around your collar.
So like a dream, I flow without no stopping. Sweeter than a cherry pie with ready whip topping. From mic to mic, kicking it wall to wall. I be calling out to people like a cash call.
Well, it's whack when you jack in the back of a ride. What you know with the flow when I'm out getting by. Believe me, or what you say is what you get. And you see me, I'm coming up so you can bet.
Well, I think I'm losing my mind this time I'm losing my mind. That's right, said I think I'm losing my mind this time I'm losing my mind. St. Louis.
Yeah. You can't front on that.
you want?
What you want?
So what you want?
What you want?
So what you want?
What you want?
So what you want?
What you want?
See, little do you know about something that I talk about. I'm tired of driving, it's due time that I walk about. But in the meantime, I'm wise to the demise. Got eyes in the back of my head, so I realize.
Well, I'm Dr. Spock, I'm here to rock, y'all. I want you off the wall. If you're playing the wall, I said, what you want?
What you want?
I said, what you want?
What you want? Yo, these suckers write me checks and then they bounce. I reach into my pocket for the fresh amount. See, I'm the longest leaner, Vincent the cleaner. I'm the illest mother from here to Gardena.
Well, the cool is a cucumber in a bowl of hot sauce. You got the rhyme and reason, but got no cause. If you hot to try, you think it's slicker than grease. I got news for your cruise. You'll be sucking like a leech.
Yeah, you can't front on that.
So what you want?
What you want?
So what you want?
What you want?
So what you want?
What you want?
I said, so what you want?
What you want?
Oh, man.
That's our first time playing it acoustic. So.
Real? Oh, it does. It was great.
That was awesome.
Thank you.
Hey, we're gonna do an acoustic show now. Now we know.
All right.
Yeah, dude, that was great.
My Posse in Effect, Delmar Hall, next Friday, 1 week from today, sold out show. I know you guys have a pair of tickets to give away, maybe on your social media.
Absolutely.
So what should they hit you up on?
My Posse in Effect, Facebook.com. Yeah, Instagram.
I'm gonna make the post right now.
Yeah, he'll tag all you guys and all that glorious
All right,
stuff.
awesome.
Sweet.
Yeah, Instagram, Facebook, My Posse in Effect.
Well, I'm telling you what, you guys are great, and I love seeing you guys out playing. I love the Beastie Boys, and you guys really are a fitting tribute.
Thank you.
To the legends.
Yeah, that was
Are
incredible.
you guys going to come out?
Well done, everybody.
Next Friday?
Yeah.
I would love to.
Will you come bring us out on the stage again?
I would love to.
Beautiful. We will see you on Friday.
Now I'm committed to something. Damn it.
Yeah.
You put me on the spot.
I did.
Oh, and tacos before the show? Oh, dude.
Tacos
You should have said
and
that
Posse
first.
Tacos
Before the show.
Posse Punch?
Carne in Effect.
Oh, Posse Punch, yes. From
Yes.
Four Hands. Where can people get that?
The brewery right now, I think it's sold out.
It's sold out.
It's sold out quick, hard, and fast. So they do have it on draft at your random various bars
We have it at
around
Rockstar
town.
Taco.
Rockstar Taco.
You'll have to mug me in the parking lot.
Yeah, Sophie's.
And then they'll have it at
Delmar Hall.
Delmar Hall for sure. It'll be
Awesome.
full.
Well, congratulations on all your success.
Thanks, man. Appreciate you guys.
You guys are going to do something very unusual next. You guys are going to go to the #2 show studios and perform in toilet stalls.
That's right.
We love it.
It's not the first time.
Tiny stall concert.
Tiny stall concert. Ladies and gentlemen, My Posse in Effect.
Thank you.
Excellent job, guys.
Nicely done.
All right, we'll take a break. We'll come back with your Friday fail stories. It's 8:37 Friday, traffic and weather.
Final.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for your Friday fail story. All right, so all these people thought they had the perfect plan, but somewhere along the line, that perfect plan went completely sideways, and it became an Uber.
Yeah.
An Ultra.
No.
Dare I say it?
Don't you
mega. Oh, yeah.
Fail.
All right. Excellent. Are you choking on a breakfast egg roll?
It's
When
not
is he
breakfast.
not?
It's a brisket egg roll from Heavy Smoke.
Oh, Heavy Smoke brought.
And I'm not choking on it. I'm just loving it. I'm
Savory.
just
Yes,
thank you,
loving
Chris.
it.
Thank you, Chris.
Hey, you sounded great, boss.
Thanks, man. Friday Fail Stories are sponsored by
Moritz Royce Jewelry, the official jeweler of the Rizzuto Show.
All right, so we'll start with this. A man has been arrested in New York for intentionally crashing into a woman as part of an insurance scam, and there's a video to go along with this. This is a wild, wild video, and this is apparently a thing that we should be watching out for now.
Okay.
This is a reason why you need a dash cam. Have you seen these insurance scams?
Yeah, well, that's why everybody in Russia and everywhere in Eastern Europe, they all have those to save
The dash
themselves from
cams to
this kind
save
of stuff.
themselves from this kind of thing. So a woman was driving on the highway when a gray car cut in front of her, slammed on the brakes. The woman was able to brake and avoid the crash, but then the gray car reversed into her car and then pulled forward again. So the people in the gray car get out, acted like they'd been banged up, took footage of the damage on their phones. It's apparently part of a scheme that's been happening more frequently called the swoop and squat scam.
Wow.
And the general idea is that people stage crashes like this, get insurance to pay out or threaten lawsuits, and then split the proceeds. But in this case, the victim had her dash cam. It was on in the car, showed the whole thing.
Nice.
Car cutting in front of her, backing into her, the theatrics after the people got out. There was even another car involved that at least one of the perps got into after the accident to leave the scene.
Whoa.
The man was arrested. He's been charged with staging a motor vehicle accident, criminal mischief, reckless endangerment, conspiracy, and insurance fraud. He's looking at up to 7 years in prison.
Oof.
In the dash cam footage, a woman was driving the scammer's gray car with a man in the passenger seat. There are more arrests coming. But in any event, it sounds like more people believe they may have been victims of this particular scam. But at least some of the bad guys were put in jail.
Yeah.
Yay.
Fail.
Yeah, here's what this all sounded like. And here's the victim.
Oh my God.
What happened, babe?
That's them backing back into the car.
Babe, what happened?
I got into an accident. Oh my God. This guy just reversed into me. What the hell is going on?
Thank God, all on dash cam.
Yep.
Gosh, man.
Here's another insurance scam. And how high do you have to be to hatch a scheme like this? 4 people in L.A. facing insurance fraud charges after claiming a bear got into their 2010 Rolls Royce and destroyed it. I'm guessing they got the idea from YouTube. There are tons of videos of bears getting into cars.
They're taking over.
Yeah, they love driving.
Remember when you guys called me Barefoot because we were camping in Yosemite?
Yes.
Right.
The very first video the only video that they have is like a video from the 80s, and it is on repeat as soon as you check in to get your yurt or your tent spot. It's just a video of bears breaking into cars and getting candy bars and destroying your crap.
Well, now with like Ring doorbells and security cams around houses, these videos are all over the place. It'll be a bear getting into a car.
And they're not just like, they know how to open them.
That's
but
what's
if they
wild.
can't open them, they start peeling down the things off the
they'll take
windows.
doors off.
They start, and if they see a crack in a window, they're like, oh, okay, cool. They get a claw in there. And by the
Break it
way,
out.
bears are strong. They can just rip it right out.
So they claim this happened in January during a trip to Lake Arrowhead, which is about 75 miles east of L.A., and they had security footage to back it up. But that footage is what did them in. Even though it's from a distance, you could tell it's obviously somebody in a bear costume.
So ridiculous.
It's not even close. So officials launched an investigation called Operation Bear Claw.
Whoa.
They looped in a biologist at the California Department of Wildlife who watched the video and said, this is clearly a human in a bear suit.
How's it not bear trap? Bear claw is cooler. I get it, but
The scratch marks in the car also looked weird and too evenly spaced out. It turned out they used like metal claws for shredding meat. You ever see those claws that barbecue people use to shred pork and stuff like that? So officials found the bear suit and the claws in one of the suspects' homes. And as dumb as the plan was, it turned out they'd actually pulled it off twice before with 2 other cars, both Mercedes. Together, the fraudulent claims netted them just over $140,000. 2 of the suspects are 39, one is 32, the other's 26. All are facing charges for conspiracy and insurance fraud.
fail. That's where they say the danger lies. Is it in your second or your third robbery attempt? Because you pull it off a time or two,
greedy.
and you start getting greedy. And cocky.
They could have possibly have gotten away with it, but they tried a third time. Idiots.
Just one more job, man.
Yeah, one more and I'm retired.
And I'm out.
I'm out, yeah. One more big one. More fraud. More fraud. A 44-year-old woman in Florida allegedly used her mother's identity to apply for hurricane aid. Now, according to the Bradenton Police Department, out there in Florida, Veronica Torres, was charged with a third-degree felony count of filing a false public assistance claim after she applied and got almost $8,000. Now, police said Veronica attempted to deceive government employees by using her mom's name, her mom's driver's license, and Social Security information to apply for disaster assistance. In her application, she claimed that the devastation following Hurricanes Milton and Helene forced her to move out of her house, and she almost got away with the scheme until an observant city employee said, hey, you're not that old. Like, you're not in your 70s or 80s.
Right.
And authorities said that when Veronica arrived to pick up her $7,967 check, the employee was like, hey, you know, I started calling her out. She's like, no, I just got Botox.
Gosh. Did you see a picture of her?
It reverses
I just got Botox.
Did you see a picture of this gal?
No.
Yeah. Yeah, clearly got Botox.
She said Botox treatments that provided, quote, transformational results. Arrested the following day. She's going to do some time.
Failed.
An Arkansas man has been cited after he allegedly killed a 15-point buck illegally in his home state and then entered the deer into a competition in Louisiana. Remember, he's from Arkansas. 27-year-old Andrew Riles of Corset in Arkansas was cited for a hunting contest fraud and violating interstate commerce regulations in Louisiana. So he killed the buck in Arkansas during illegal hours back on September 8th, then entered it into the Simmons Sporting Goods Big Buck Contest in Bastrop, Louisiana, the same day. Bastrop is in northern Louisiana near the Arkansas border. The contest remains ongoing, continues throughout the season. Prizes include the chance to win a $10,000 shopping spree as well as a Can-Am four-wheeler. So in addition to the Louisiana charges, Arkansas agents have also cited Andrew for illegal hunting. Hunting contest fraud can result in a fine of up to $3,000 and a year in jail.
Oops.
Failed.
That's right. Now, no one in their right mind would climb into the ceiling of a hospital for no reason, right?
Right.
But there are some crazy drugs out there. Police in Southern California were called to a hospital after a patient broke through some ceiling tiles in one of their emergency room restrooms, climbed inside, got lost in the ceiling.
What?
There's no signs up there.
That's so many ways to. Is it just all open? What are you talking about?
Well, it's a drop ceiling, so he's up there.
Yeah.
So the guy was a walk-in who was believed to be under the influence of drugs. When the police got there, they looked inside the hole. They couldn't find him. They looked at some blueprints at the hospital and tried to figure out where he may have gone. They used a pole camera to scan inside of the ceiling. They spotted him on top of a large HVAC unit, wedged under a steel beam in complete darkness.
Of course.
They called him by his name. He said he was stuck, couldn't free himself. The police said they spent an hour getting him dislodged. The man was arrested for felony vandalism, caused more than $5,000 in damages to the hospital.
What a bad trip.
Failed.
Or a cool one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be really fun.
I mean, if you're like tripping balls on mushrooms and you're up in the drop ceiling.
I'm in the ceiling, man.
Oh, man.
I'm up in the ceiling, man.
I'm event.
I've bottomed out before, but I've never ceilinged out before. This is crazy.
The best part of this next story is the guy didn't just get himself caught. So a drug dealer in the UK got arrested after he left his bag of drugs on a train and reported them missing. 30-year-old Jordan McCourt Knight realized he'd left a bag full of ketamine behind with a street value of $50,000.
Yikes.
So he and another dealer named Harley Hall tried to go back to get it, but the train was gone.
How big of a bag is that? Like, what is, those are pills, right?
I believe so, yes.
So what's $50,000?
And ketamine pills?
Yeah, I don't know what that, I try to visualize. Are we talking about a suitcase here? Are we talking about a big old duffel bag? Are we talking about
a rolly case?
Yeah, right.
Rafe was saying they go for $5 a pill.
How do you know that?
So I don't know.
$5 a pill, 10,000 pills.
Do that math.
Do the math there.
Drug math. I don't like drug math this early.
I don't like doing drug math.
50,000.
Jordan reported the bag missing, didn't say what was in it, but it turned out an employee had already found the drugs and called police. So cops tracked Jordan down, searched his phone, found texts that showed Harley was involved, so they arrested him too. Then they kept digging, realized they had been sneaking drugs in from Portugal, and took down the entire drug ring.
Very cool.
Both looking at 6 years in prison.
Failed.
A new bar has been set for the most stressful crime you could possibly commit. So a 28-year-old guy from South Korea got arrested at an airport in Peru the other day after trying to smuggle 320 tarantulas through security by strapping them to his body.
Wow.
What are we doing?
320 tarantulas. 285 babies were packed in plastic tubes.
Gosh.
But the other 35 were full-grown tarantulas, described as the size of a human hand.
Okay, so they're in little cases.
Well, he had them stuffed in bags and belted to his torso.
So these weren't living.
Oh, no. They were living.
They survived that?
Poor
Security
things.
flagged him when they noticed his stomach had seemed abnormally swollen.
Yeah, and very hairy. A little too hairy over there.
Oh, my God.
On top of the 320 tarantulas, he also had 110 centipedes strapped to his body and 9 bullet ants.
Is this Crawley Shore from
known
earlier?
for having the most painful sting of any insect.
Is
We
this
found
Crawley
him.
Shore, the sequel?
For sure. We found him.
He's on the move.
They think he poached them from the Amazon with plans to resell them overseas. He was flying back to South Korea with a layover in France.
Yeah.
Failed.
Now, usually we hear about TSA finding a grenade in somebody's luggage at an airport. It's usually like the story of somebody buying something at an antique store. It's been deactivated or some kind of novelty thing. Not today. A guy from West Virginia was arrested on Tuesday after a legit live grenade was found in his bag while going through TSA at the big airport in Pittsburgh.
Yeah, it's not mine.
Do you have any lighters in there?
Now you're going to the big house.
25-year-old Zachary Velling has been charged with criminal attempt of carrying explosives or conveyances and prohibited offensive weapons. A member of the county bomb squad was called into the airport and confirmed that the grenade was live. The FBI is now investigating.
Failed.
Now, you should probably never mix extreme boredom with 9 guns, right?
I would think that's a bad
I think
combo.
8 guns is plenty for extreme boredom, yeah.
A police officer in New Hampshire stopped along a highway on Monday night when he saw an abandoned vehicle. He got out, he heard gunshots in the woods nearby, and called for backup. He had 2 concerns, in addition to the gunshots. The area was near a wildlife management zone, and also the shots sounded rapid, like it could be from maybe a fully automatic rifle. Several agencies responded. They set up a perimeter. They closed in on the individual, and he was taken into custody without incident. The police say he was shooting a small tree and the ground around the tree, and he had 9 guns on him at the time. He's looking at charges for reckless and disorderly conduct, and there's probably more coming. Technically, it's not illegal to be shooting in the woods, but the police say the charges are warranted based on the totality of the circumstances. The guy was just bored.
Wow.
The totality of the circumstances. That's big. You know you're doing a lot.
Yeah, also, the guy was not related to the abandoned vehicle. That's a totally unrelated thing.
It was like a vortex there.
Yeah.
Failed.
I know we gave him away.
Florida man and a teenager were arrested following a burglary and battery in Frostproof, Florida. That's a place. A group of teens had been aggravating and harassing a 54-year-old Everett Brown. A 14-year-old kid actually kicked in Everett's door and hit him with a red broom handle.
Why do they have to say the color of the broom handle? That's weird.
I like the detail.
Okay.
Everett called the cops. Deputies went out to investigate. While deputies were investigating and processing the scene, they saw Everett's cocaine and paraphernalia in plain view right in the house.
How dare him? Don't leave that stuff out on the counter.
So Everett was assaulted by these kids, calls the cops. Everett leaves his drugs around.
Yes.
This isn't the paraphernalia you're looking for.
The local sheriff says, quote, Everett forgot to hide his cocaine before he had us investigate the crime, so he went to jail for possession of cocaine and paraphernalia.
If you want to hang out, just leave it out, cocaine.
If you're at Everett's house, it's sitting right by the couch.
Cocaine. All right, 2 more for you. A 22-year-old guy was arrested in Maryland after his package of drugs was accidentally delivered to the wrong house. The guy from Silver Spring was charged with possession of drugs and a firearm following the delivery of a suspicious package to one of his neighbors. Officers responded to the house last Thursday following reports that the package containing drugs had been delivered to just a random homeowner. Upon arrival, officers obtained video surveillance of what appeared to be multiple suspects with flashlights, allegedly searching for the package in the homeowner's yard. Cops quickly found 2 male suspects and 1 female suspect in the yard, matching those seen in the surveillance video. One of the male suspects ran from the scene. The second male suspect was arrested, later found to be in possession of a loaded pistol under his jacket.
Fail.
Yeah, it's never good when you have to look for the package with a flashlight.
No. And finally, I hope this guy at least proved these women wrong, because nothing else about this worked out for him. 33-year-old guy in the UK got arrested for flashing a group of women on the street after they made fun of him and joked that he must have tiny junk.
Is this funny? Is this funny?
So he'd been drinking. He'd been drinking and tried to hit on him at a club.
Why am I imagining what's his face from Forgetting Sarah Marshall at the very beginning whenever he's like slapping it back and forth?
Jason Segel?
Yes.
That's the move.
Great scene.
Just so you know.
Also, I think that's his real wiener in that.
Yeah, it was.
movie.
It was
Good
a
for
real
him.
winner. He'd been drinking. He tried to hit on the women at the club. They said he tried to hug them. They made it clear, listen, we don't want anything to do with you. They ran into him again later that night outside a tiny pizza place, or outside a pizza place.
Yeah, tiny.
Tiny. Pizza place called
Itty bitty
Tiny's.
little pizza place.
And that's when the flashing happened.
Just underneath the sign that says Tiny's.
Yeah.
So he told the judge, they said his junk must be tiny and made hand gestures indicating how small it was.
Like this.
Or this.
Or this.
Yeah,
Oh, I went
tiny.
straight pinky.
Oh,
with
pinky?
it. This is the move.
He pulled his pants down and briefly showed them what he was packing. No official word on whether he proved them wrong or right.
It's a big
You're
bin or a
kidding
little
me.
bin.
Where's the end of the story?
Yeah. How dare you even do this story?
They told a cop who arrested the guy and found a small amount of cocaine on him.
A small amount of cocaine.
So a tiny amount of cocaine. So they charged him for indecent exposure and the drugs.
There's a name for that in there. I can't say it on the air, but
He was just sentenced to 18 months probation, drug rehab, and he will be a registered sex offender for the next 5 years.
Cool. Congrats, buddy.
Wow.
And those are your Friday fail stories. Jim Florentine here. All right, Jim Florentine in next. I hope he's ready for a music quiz.
Oh, I'm ready.
Against Lern. Let's load up the phones. 314-624-3833, 618-398-3833. We got Lincoln Park tickets, Post Malone tickets, Stabbing Westward tickets. Tickets to go see Matt. Oh no, we're out of the Post Malone tickets. Sorry. Out of Post tickets.
Ooh, sorry.
Lincoln Park, Stabbing Westward, Matt Rife. Got those. Team Lern or Team Jim? We'll see.
Back away from it.
Gentlemen, the great Jim Florentine in studio. Morning, Jim.
It's good to see you guys again.
Good to see you, man. It's like your yearly trip to St. Louis.
I think it's been 20 years now I've been coming to St. Louis.
Every year?
Every year. The last time I did the St. Charles Room.
Yeah.
That was the first time ever, but I've been coming since like 2004.
Yeah.
Matt has me every year.
And Westport Funny Bone this weekend. What is it? Today through Sunday? Today and
No
tomorrow.
Sunday.
No Sunday.
Yeah. I don't do
Screw
Sundays
Sunday,
during
no.
football.
I get it.
Football season. And plus, it's like the Sunday crowd is not that good.
Yeah,
Let's
especially
just
during
get it
football
over with.
season. Yeah.
Thursday, Friday. It used to be, when I came here, it used to be like Wednesday through Sunday.
Right.
It's like 5 days. I'm like, and then you get in Tuesday night.
Yeah.
Because then you have to go on the radio on Wednesday.
Yeah.
It was a long week.
Well, that was the old adage at the comedy club. They make you do Sunday shows, so you're not trying to renegotiate. You don't want to come off the high of a Saturday show, or you feel like, yeah, you might pay me more money next time I'm here. They do
Is that true? They would do that?
Sunday show, so 25 people show up, and you're like, yeah, I'll come back for the same amount next year. You know, it's like a psychological.
So Saturday night, dude, killed it. Sunday, humble.
2 sold-out shows. Then Sunday,
Phenomenal. You could have filmed the comedy special, Saturday Late Show.
I levitated the room.
You come back Sunday, and it's all bar people working in the restaurant industry that got that day off. Yeah. And they're all hungover because they were doing coke all night.
Right, yeah, I get it.
You know,
Exactly.
and they forgot, let's go out to a show. So they're kind of dead. And then you end on a bad night. Like, oh, man.
You got the clout now. You know, I'm not doing Sunday. Been there, done that.
I think so,
I don't need to do
At
Sundays.
this point, yeah. I'd rather just come in and do one show.
Yeah.
So you flying on a Sunday during football, or you just like take the day and watch?
Yeah, no, I take the day and watch. I'll get out as soon as early as possible. 6 a.m. flight, 7 a.m. Get back for 1 o'clock.
Are you a Giants fan?
Yeah, who's your
Miami.
team? Miami.
You're a Miami fan.
They're already out of it. I got a quarterback that just runs in the defensive backs head first. He's already had 6 concussions.
Well, maybe that's one of the reasons too. They keep playing him a little too soon, and he's going in head first, man.
Oh.
Yeah, it's
he
the
tackled
dumbest-
someone first game back, dude.
Yeah,
Like
first
on an
game back.
interception, and I was
With
like,
his head.
With his head. And gets kneed in the head. He goes, I would do it again.
Well, he's the guy when he gets the concussions, gets those like claw hands.
He does that for public. He likes the attention.
It's called fencing.
He's actually sponsored by Red Lobster.
No, he really does it for attention because the one he just got this year, the next day he could have played. Like that weekend he could have played. But Miami put him on injury reserve for 4 weeks because the NFL would have cracked down on him that he's playing that quick. He was fine. He loves doing that because it's on TV. He's like, oh, everyone's talking about
I'm a
me.
lobster.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
You think he's doing the fencing on
Yeah,
purpose? It's
absolutely.
a show.
You know, he does like throws up like gang signs.
Yeah.
Oh, my.
I think that's to his wife. Hey, I'm okay. You know, can you still give me some? Like,
No way. He's doing the I love you in the fence.
I would love a hand signal for
yeah,
a
that's what he
professional
does.
athlete.
Like, hey, I'm out cold, but I still want to get some.
Yeah.
That's
It's
his
still
Harold
good.
Burnett earlobe.
My bottom half still works.
What a theory, dude! I'm going to be looking for that now.
You're right.
At least Tyreek Hill's delivering. What a joke, man! Everything
How did
sucks
you
for the
become a
Dolphins.
Miami
That's the one guy, though, that, you
It
know,
was supposed to be
if he's
so
on your
great.
team, it's almost like dating like a woman that's a train wreck. She's fun for an hour, and then you got to deal with her the rest of 23
Right.
hours out of the day.
What's up, ladies?
As a Chiefs fan, I can attest to that.
Yeah, so that's what you get with Tyreek.
How did you become a Miami fan? I mean, you're
As a
from
kid,
Brooklyn.
I just my uncle
Shula.
lived down there, and he just started sending me like these dolphin stickers. I like the colors, and that was it.
Ace Ventura, pet detective.
Dude, the same
It's so
thing,
funny.
man.
And Marino, you know, as a kid, I saw
Right.
Marino. When you watch
love
Dan Marino
isotoners.
play, that was it.
Isn't that a crazy thing, though, when you're a kid? I became a Chiefs fan for the same reason. I thought the Arrowhead was cool. I had some uncles in Central Missouri. We didn't have a St. Louis team at the time, but it's like the red, and I thought the red and yellow looked cool, like the Arrowhead. And I'm like, that's what I wanted.
Hey, Jim, do you want to buy my Dan Marino autographed football?
I have one, but I could use another one.
Do you want another
Use
one?
another one.
You want to
talk.
back
Yeah.
up?
We'll talk.
Yeah, I know if it's a real signature.
It
too.
is a real signature. It has
All right,
like
yeah,
the
no, I know
authentic-
what a signature looks
Oh,
like.
you do? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, my mom got me that for Christmas, like in the 90s. She was like, because I was a Dolphins fan.
Right.
I liked the colors too.
Yeah.
I had a starter
She's had
pullover
it
coat.
falling out with her mother, so she doesn't want.
Yeah, I don't want
So
the-
give it to me for free then.
All right.
Really piss off.
Okay. You know what? I will. My mom's like, what? Do not give Jim Florentine that football.
No, but so I mean, you must have grown up around Jets fans and Giant fans, but you were the outlier, the Miami Dolphin fan.
Yeah, my dad liked the Giants, and I had to rebel against my dad. So his brother that lived down in Florida liked the Dolphins. Like, yeah, well, I like the Dolphins. I don't. And the Giants were terrible back then.
Yeah.
So I just picked the Dolphins, and that's it. And you can't switch teams. You try.
No.
When they got rid of Don Shula and they forced him out, or when they forced out Dan Marino, I remember, and I was like, nah, that's it. I'm not a Dolphin fan anymore. I went out and bought a Carolina Panthers hat. And I'm like, I'm a Panther fan this season. I remember opening day, I didn't even watch. I go, I'm done. I don't even care. I'm not watching football. I'm a Panther fan. By the second week, I was back to watching the Dolphins. I can't.
Well, it's also, like people call you out too for being a bandwagon person. Like, oh, all of a sudden you're a Panther fan. Although they haven't done anything great.
They were terrible, so
not since
I'm going to pick a team.
the Cam Newton days.
I don't even know what it was, but I threw the hat in the garbage for a week too.
Jim doesn't seem like a guy that cares about what people think about his fandom. You know what I mean? Like,
No, I still like Judas Priest, and I get it when people go, what?
Yeah.
So I'm like, yeah, I just like him. I get it. It's corny. I like that stuff. I still like the Scorpions.
Right,
you know,
that's fine.
so-
That's fine. All that stuff is making a comeback now. Anyway, what was once uncool is now cool again.
Right.
It was cool, uncool, cool again.
Yeah.
Dude,
That's how it works.
Def Leppard came here and played to 50,000 people at Busch Stadium. At one point, after Hysteria and a couple records in the 90s, they were playing pool halls.
Yeah, they were. Yeah, the Def Leppard and Bon Jovi were like the ones that still kind of had a little audience during the 90s. The rest of those hair bands went away. They had to. Motley Crue, Poison, all of that stuff. And then it started slowly making a comeback in like mid-2000s.
And now that stuff is back.
That's why Motley Crue knows to get back together, because there's an audience.
You got to admit, Vince Neil does not sound great.
When is he ever?
You know what, though? I do like that they're playing smaller clubs now. Like they did the stadium tour, and then they just played, I think, the Whiskey.
Yeah.
And I like that. And I wish more of these huge bands that are still trying to remain relevant, I wish that they would go to smaller venues, because that, for multiple nights. Like I've been saying this forever. Like, how cool would it be to host Motley Crue at the pageant for like 4 days in a row?
Yeah, but they'll do a small show in L.A.
Yeah,
Sure.
we'll do it.
Yeah, because they
They'll
did
do it
the
in
clubs
New York.
they did in the early 80s when they first started.
They'll do it in New York. They're not going to play a small place
I'm just
because
saying,
they know they
it
can
could be
sell
cool.
tickets at, they know people will buy tickets to go see them at Busch Stadium.
I don't know if they could do stadiums anymore.
I mean, they were here with...
That was
that was the
22.
big stadium tour, but I think you saw it once and it's like...
Yeah.
Shot your shot.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it. Vince doesn't sound as good, obviously.
No, he doesn't. He sounds terrible.
But it was still a party, and it was still a great time.
Yeah. Although we saw Bret Michaels...
in July.
In July, up in O'Fallon, which is about 30 minutes away from here, like for a 4th of July town celebration. Dude, he was great.
He's amazing. He's out there every year. He sounds great. So even when he comes back with Poison, like everyone said that stadium tour, Poison was like the best band. They went on second after Joan Jett. They had a perfect spot. They just did an hour of all the hits. And then Motley and Def Leppard were switching back and forth every night, co-headline. And then also Def Leppard was doing like 5 new songs off their last record, which was terrible. In a stadium, and people were like, "What is this?"
Yeah, we came.
And they
for
got
the
a lot
hits.
of ballads too.
We don't want to hear new stuff.
Yeah, and they were putting. They had 5 in the new in their set in
Yeah.
a stadium tour. You can't do 5 new songs.
No.
I hate to say it though, you gotta show that you care a little bit, and I don't even mean like the look. I just mean like, well, maybe I do mean the look, and I don't mean it in a shallow way. But like, you see Nikki, you see Tommy, you see Brett. They're all looking like they're working hard to be great entertainers. And I hate to say this about Vince. Never mind his voice. You can't look like you're going to be outdone by Meatloaf. You know what I'm saying? Like, and Meatloaf put
Meatloaf's
on.
been dead for a couple of years.
Yeah, right. Meatloaf put on a better show, even though he was overweight, and he was Meatloaf. But like Vince just looks like he doesn't care. And as a showman of I mean, it's freaking Motley Crue. It is a show band. Show me you care a little bit.
No, I know. I did respect that years ago. He just said, "Hey, I made all my money. I'm just going to let myself go, and I don't care." I did respect that in a way, but when you get back with the band, everybody's got to get back in shape. You
Yeah,
got to get
right.
trainers.
That's what I mean.
You got to do whatever you got to do. He doesn't look as he wears a lot of black, so you can't really see. He's not as big as he once was because his gut was like really big.
Yeah, it's hard to get that. It's hard to shake that image out of my
He
head.
did try to get in shape before that stadium tour in 22. Like, I remember seeing him in the gym. Like, there was like a gym selfie that made its way around the trades. And I was like, look at him go.
One picture.
And I
I went to
think
the gym one day.
Like, he's not drinking anymore or something. There was like a moment.
Yeah,
That'll
I think
help.
so. Well, look, when you see all that money on the line, and like, hey, listen, just go get a trainer and just do it.
Work for it.
So, but you know what Motley is? They have the strippers on the stage. They got a lot of lights and
a lot
lasers
of
going off,
distraction.
explosions. So it's a lot of distraction.
And plus, the audience is singing those songs anyway.
Yeah.
But you're still the lead, bro.
I know,
You
I
can do this
know,
another
I
15
know,
years. You could bleed me for another 15 years if you just convince me you can.
Well, there's a whole theory though. Like at least he tries to sing. He doesn't sound that good, but he could be doing backing tapes, and then he's not singing.
Oh, good point. What like most bands are these
Yeah.
days. Yeah. Okay, that's a great point.
You know what a lot of bands are doing now? They'll record like the first or second show of their tour where they sound good, and they'll lip sync off of that, so it doesn't sound like the actual record.
Yeah,
so it'll be a live performance. So it's people watching go, "Oh, this is actually live," because it wasn't perfect.
How you feel about that?
I don't like it because for me as a comic, like to me to take a plane to St. Louis and he'd be here for 3 days and do 5 shows, and I'm lip syncing my jokes. I'm like, what am I doing?
That'd be terrifying.
I want to actually perform. I would feel like I'm not going to go out if I can't do it.
Yeah, you feel like you're not giving people their money's worth.
So you're
But
not
then
gonna,
also,
you're not going to be front row for Frankie Valli.
Oh, did you see those videos?
Yeah.
Of Frankie Valli?
I mean, he's like an animatronic showbiz pizza guy.
Madame
He's
Tussauds
90.
is live.
I mean, he's in his 90s, that guy.
I get it. Okay, but I mean,
it was scary, dude.
What are we watching? What do we do now? What am I buying a ticket to?
I mean, you're going to say you saw Frankie Valli, I guess.
You're breathing the same air as Frankie Valli.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know if he's breathing. That might be his animatronic corpse.
I do want to bring this up. You saw the pictures of Jay Leno?
Yeah.
So see if you can pull up the picture of Jay
Oh,
Leno.
I got some. This is the this is the nothing. This is just showing you the eye and the bruises. But look, this is what you're seeing.
So, so Jay Leno was spotted out. He's wearing an eye patch, and the whole left side of his face is bruised, and he's got like a broken finger.
Broken finger. His whole hand and arm is in a little thing and looks
He said he fell down a hill.
He was off-road and trying to get to a restaurant.
But he was staying at a Hampton Inn.
Yeah, and he was going through the, like a
Hampton
hill
Inn.
of grass, and he bit it.
He's worth $450 million. He's not staying at a Hampton Inn. So I even stay at better hotels.
So you're with me. It's something's not.
And come on, is Jay Leno really leaving a Hampton Inn? I believe me, I live that lifestyle. Sometimes I have to go down a hill or go to the Applebee's because that's the only place that I can get food. Jay Leno's not doing that.
Well, what did he find in the grass that
He's
put
not.
this kind of damage on his body?
I mean, he looks like he's got like a good right hand to the face.
He looks like he's turning into a blueberry, like the Willy Wonka girl when she turns into a blueberry. That's
know
what he looks like.
I bet Jake Paul fought him.
He could, yeah.
I know.
That could be the thing.
No, he wouldn't have done that much damage.
Yeah, two people that went 8 rounds getting hit in the face did not look like this.
I mean, I didn't buy it as soon as I saw the story. I'm like, there's no way he's fallen down a hill. Even if he fell, if he fell down a hill, where's the scratches? When you fall down a hill, you get scratched. You
Well,
don't
it
get
was grass.
Do you know Jay?
No, I don't know him. I've met him a couple times, but I don't. But there's something sounds fishy with this. Like, where was he? Like, so people can really research this. Where was he doing a gig that he was staying at a Hampton Inn?
I hear like he's a man of the people. He's such a cheapskate. That's why he's staying there.
I knew this was fishy because there were no grass stains on any jeans that he was wearing.
Show me the jeans.
Show me the jeans.
Show me the denim, Jay.
Just the fact that he's not wearing denim in this photo makes me think it's a body double.
Where's the denim, Jay? Where's the suit, Ray? Where's the denim, Jay?
Denim, Jay. Show me the denim.
What? So what are people saying?
Like he got his ass kicked.
Or a gambling debt.
That's what I heard too.
Say what?
Gambling debt.
I heard gambling
Like
debt.
a bookie.
Like we're gonna break your legs, or we're gonna
Like
make
what
you
happened.
fall down a hill.
Well, like what happened to Artie Lang's nose?
I thought that was like cocaine.
But then when he posted the video of himself with his nose like to the side, he said, "My bookie, F you, I'm not paying you," or something. So
Whoa, I didn't know
This
that.
is elder abuse. We need
Well,
to
yeah, Jay
investigate
Leno's
this.
in his what 70s?
I don't know,
Yeah.
man.
Oh, yeah.
What is Jay Leno betting on?
Yeah, I always said like you got to stay on the path. You got to stay on the cart path if you're in your 70s. Like
if he's worth $450 million, yeah, he is cheap because he never spent any of his. He only uses stand-up money.
Yeah.
Like his Tonight Show money, he would just put away and never touch that. But he buys a lot of cars. But he's probably does have a gambling at this point.
I mean, what else?
are you
Right
gonna
after
do?
the Tyson Paul fight, probably put all his money. Probably put a ton of money on
probably
Tyson.
right.
True.
Yeah,
Probably
yeah.
thought the fight was going to be legit.
Yeah, I found on the hill.
It's Mike Tyson. It's Mike Tyson.
It's all right.
Can you imagine them calling each other? You making fun of me? You making fun of me? No, this is Jay Leno. Not that's Mike Tyson.
You know, when it's California, because even that Otani, remember that whole betting scandal he got caught up in?
Yes.
Because his interpreter was betting with a bookie because it's not legal in California. So he could easily been betting with a bookie.
Yeah,
Potentially in
offshore.
California. Yeah.
And they came to collect. Yeah, but he's got the money to pay off whoever.
It is kind of a weird dichotomy. They say he's cheap and like super tight with his money, but then the car collection's millions. You know what I mean? Like he spends it on wild stuff.
He's made a lot of money doing stand-up.
He's got a ton of money, but I've heard it in interviews where people say like, "Oh, you act like the money's going to go away tomorrow."
Oh, and he doesn't have an agent, right? He doesn't have an agent or a manager. He just does everything himself.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, something.
Yeah, because wherever he
Something's not adding
calls, they're
up.
going to book him. You know what I mean? It's not gonna, like he doesn't need an agent to
take 6% or how much they take.
Yeah, and he doesn't need. No club is going to go. Nah, I don't. We're not. I don't think you're going to sell tickets.
Yeah, and he could do theaters. He could do whatever he wants. Yeah, just I saw that story, and the way his whole face is all banged up.
Yeah.
Just something, just his right side. Where are the grass stains, Jay?
He's also morphing into what are they? The scientists, the Muppets. You know what I'm talking
Beaker
about?
and
Beaker and
the other guy.
He looks like a live-action version
it's Bunsen
of those
Honeydew
guys.
and Beaker.
Excuse
that's
me.
right, Bunsen
Yes.
Burner. Yeah.
You think he's becoming?
He's the live-action.
He's
Beaker.
becoming Bunsen Honeydew.
Beaker? Yeah, dude. He is. So look
Listen,
into that too.
Jim Florentine is here. See him at Funny Bone tonight and tomorrow. You got the new special out called "You Can't Please Them All."
Yeah, it's on Amazon Prime.
On Amazon Prime. Lern's dream
Yes.
has been always to face off against you in a rock and roll, classic rock, metal trivia contest.
Not just
All
to face off, but to beat
My
you.
dream.
To what? Play a little of a song and guess what song it is?
No, we're not going to do that this time. I just got straight up questions.
All right.
What's the blood type of the guy from Jethro
No,
Tull?
I think some of these are a little more difficult than others.
Yeah. And I'm not like a savant. I feel like you're a savant. This is going to be, but I want to see if I can.
Listen, you were on that metal show.
Yeah.
And
you are that metal show.
Mm-hmm. And are you guys still doing the YouTube thing?
Not really. We tried bringing it back. Like
Yeah,
through
last
Zoom.
time you were
I
here,
know.
you told
Yeah,
us.
but it's just I don't know. You know,
it's Eddie.
It's tough to it's tough to find an audience, and you're getting guys. You know, will book a rock star, and he's on his phone in his car. You know, and the the signal keeps going out and stuff. So
These
it's
people.
yeah.
Well, what do you mean these people?
Hey, Scott, on the phone, just see if they'll be. So we'll get team Jim and team Lern. Just see on the phone who they want to back.
I know you know your metal though. I'm a little nervous.
Not as much as you, though. You'll be all right.
I don't know.
You know a lot about classic rock?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So
I know a lot more about classic rock.
You probably do. I didn't get into classic rock till probably like 10, 15 years ago.
This will be good.
So,
How old's your son?
He's 14.
He's 14. What is he into?
He likes metal, but he also likes some country. His mom likes country, so he'll like some country stuff.
How did you do that? How did you do that? As a dad that's a fan of metal, how did you get a teenage son to be into metal?
Because what you do is when they're like 2 years old, they're in the car seat in the back, you just start playing music, and that's all he hears. He has no choice.
But I feel like doing exactly that and being in like rock bands and all that, I feel like that's what turned him against me. And he's like, no, metal's not for me.
Well, he none of his friends know anything about metal.
Oh.
So when we go to a show, I think we just saw Godsmack and Stained over the summer. I go, ask one of your friends. They want to go. They don't even know what that is. I figured some of the kids would know Limp Bizkit.
Yeah.
Right? Because they've come back around again or whatever. He's like, I can't tell any of my friends I went to that show. They have no idea what that is.
Wow.
Which is crazy. So he keeps it quiet. Like that's his secret.
Oh, okay.
That's for us. We'll go to
That's
shows
cool
and
as
stuff
We
like
went
that.
to Limp Bizkit. Actually, Lern sang on stage.
I got to rap.
Yeah, he brought a bunch of the kids. My son was on stage. So he brings
Really?
kids up on stage.
That's awesome.
So what's funny is I went before the show. I bought a bootleg Limp Bizkit shirt in the parking lot.
Yeah.
Some guy was selling for like $10, and we're hanging out. I'm like,
You
all right,
can't
whatever.
pass up a bargain.
So my son's like, I want to wear it. So he wears it, and then Fred Durst brings him on stage with the bootleg Limp Bizkit shirt on.
Did he call him out?
No, he didn't say
thank
anything.
God.
I'm like,
That's
oh
so
man,
good.
because he knew that wasn't their shirt. They knew it didn't. I had to go buy one. I said we got to at least buy one.
Oh,
Yeah.
dude,
inside for
I got a great story. I
$45.
brought my brother to his first concert. My brother's 3 years younger than me. Loved Primus. So we brought him down to the Roseland Ballroom, me and him. I was like, cool older brother. I was like 16. He was 13. Selling cheap shirts out front.
Yeah.
So, you go behind the Roseland Ballroom where the stage entrance, where the artist entrance is, and we're waiting online to have Les Claypool from Primus sign my brother's shirt. First concert ever. Picks up the shirt, goes out on sign bootlegs. Might as well have thrown the shirt in his face.
Yes.
And it stuck to his face.
Dude, the bootleg thing in this country is so different than overseas. Our first experience with bootleg is it was in the UK. We were touring with the Used, and the tour manager for the Used at the time was the manager for My Chemical Romance before they blew up. And we had just dealt with some bootleg stuff in the States. In the UK, you don't play with those guys. Those guys are. They're the mob over there. And this dude didn't know that, went out, saw some bootleg Used stuff, got up in these guys' face, got his ass kicked so hard, thrown right back in the venue, and he came in and was like, he called back to stateside, and all these management groups were like, dude, you let them be.
Yeah,
you almost
don't mess
ask
with
them if they need water because they will kill you over there. You don't
I
play
knew
with those
a
guys.
New York City detective who in charge of like being undercover and doing that stuff.
Sting's here.
In New York City, and he would give me garbage bags full of shirts.
Yeah, you can run them off in the U.S.
I have about 50 bootleg Tool shirts.
In Europe, they'll kill you.
Here's I got the audio. Here's Lern with Limp Bizkit over the summer.
Come on. I'm making an announcement. This cracker takes watching. Got the vocals, the big boys bouncing. New metal, one hit wonders, the biscuit back. Time to run from the gun. Banger, another lip breaker. At the closet, out for the hanger. Y'all better take cover. Here come a UAP. As the chief says, stranger. DJ Lethal, got the SB12. Hella big
never not know the song. I mean, like I could rap it like.
Now, did Fred know you were going to sing with them?
Yeah.
Did he say you know the lyrics to make sure?
It was a real mess because so we did a contest among the show and so we all made these music videos to see which one Fred Durst would pick.
Right.
And he picked mine. And so I went up there and I have a real hard time like remembering lyrics to things. So I was like hammering these lyrics in my head for the last 18 hours.
And it was a new song of theirs that
you don't know.
It's not like break stuff.
Yeah, the crowd's not going to cover you on
And I'm a Limp Bizkit fan. And so this was like, holy crow, I'm in my bedroom, in my, high school bedroom. I'm getting ready to go out and sing with my favorite band in high school. So I was very nervous. And so my husband and we go backstage and we meet with Fred. And I'm like, I think I'm going to let you lead. Like, I'm just going to do like your backup. He's like, let's go right now. And so a cappella, he is rapping to me and I'm trying to keep up with him backstage and I just couldn't do it. And then he was like, this is going to go terribly wrong. Like, he was so disappointed.
Crushed her confidence.
I was like, oh my God. And so then everybody else is there like enjoying the show. I'm backstage in a production office hammering these lyrics into my head, freaking out. And went out there and killed it. Like it was so much fun, but
you nailed it.
I was so nervous, and I'm glad I didn't completely ruin my life out there.
All right, well, let's do this. Let's do this.
He was a dick. Nobody wants to say it. He's a dick.
I think he was maybe just messing with you.
He was impressed after I was done.
That's
he was
his
like,
coaching
okay.
style.
Yeah.
He's always been a little dickish, but
he was a dick.
He brings off that vibe.
Yeah.
It's Limp Bizkit. It's not.
But you killed it. The crowd
It
went
was
nuts.
so much fun.
I'm okay with it. We need a rock star here and there.
Absolutely.
I'm okay with it too.
We've lost it. Oh, you want everybody to just
I don't need everybody to
hand
be
you
nice.
gifts and hoo.
I want to see.
I think when you ask to do a
done with it.
contest and you solicit it from a station and then you're a prick to the winner, that's not a rock star to me. But that's
I
fine.
still
You
love
guys
him.
can suck Fred off if you want.
Hey,
Oh, jeez.
you relax over
Wow.
there.
Hey, sorry, man. I just think a
Captain.
guy that wears a captain or a sideshow Bob wig should be a little more chill.
Are you saying that's a wig?
Oh my God, it's a wig.
No, it's
We got to do this contest.
I was just going to say, I mean,
It's Lern versus Jim Florentine, classic rock and metal quiz.
Okay.
Each one of you gets 10 questions. And somebody keep score.
Yeah, okay, I got it.
You keep score.
All right.
We'll start with Lern. What is the name of the original guitarist who replaced Brian Jones in the Rolling Stones?
That is Ronnie Wood.
Wrong.
Damn it.
Mick Taylor.
Mick Taylor.
Jim Florentine, what was the original title of the Beatles song Yesterday?
I don't know. I'm not a Beatles fan.
Wrong. Scrambled eggs.
I don't know. That would have been crazy.
Scrambled eggs.
Learn, what was the first Led Zeppelin song to feature a synthesizer?
A synthesizer? Oh my. A synthesizer and not a
Synthesizer.
A synthesizer. Dazed and Confused?
3, 2, 1.
Damn it.
No quarter.
No, that's what I meant. Son of a bitch.
Jim Florentine, what progressive rock band released Close to the Edge in 1972? Yes.
Oh, point for Jim.
On the board. Learn, what is the real name of Alice Cooper?
Oh,
I'll take a first name.
Do I get this question?
No.
no.
Steal.
Hold up. What the hell is his name?
All right, Jim for the steal.
Vincent
Vincent.
Turner.
Yeah.
I was thinking Frank.
We'll give Jim a point on that one. Jim, what member of the Eagles wrote the hit song Take It to the Limit?
I'm going to say it's probably wrong. Joe Walsh.
Wrong. Randy Meisner.
Oh, no, steal.
Did you know that one?
Yeah.
She didn't know that.
No, he sings because in the Eagles documentary, they all get into it because Randy can't hit the high notes.
All right, Learn, what Rolling Stones album features Gimme Shelter and You Can't Always Get What You Want?
Sticky Fingers. Damn it.
Jim, do you know?
I know the Stones hits, like I know Some Girls.
It's Let
and
It
stuff.
Bleed.
So I don't
mother's
know
so
exactly the
disappointed.
songs. I should know that, but
Jim, what's the name of Iron Maiden's mascot?
Eddie.
Yes.
That's a gimme.
Yeah.
That is.
Learn, what Black Sabbath album was the first to feature Ronnie James Dio as the lead singer?
Heaven and Hell.
Oh!
Yeah.
All right.
All right, I'm on the board.
All right, Jim, what Judas Priest album features Breaking the Law?
British Steel.
Yes.
Came out in 1980.
What? You can't do bonus. Facts.
I'm just saying. I know that's my favorite Priest album. So,
Lern, the original bassist for Metallica.
Cliff Burton.
Wrong.
Oh, Ron McGovney.
Yes.
Gosh, damn it!
Ron McGovney. Yes. Whose turn is? Oh, Jim. What was the name of the first Megadeth album to feature the lineup of Dave Mustaine, Marty Friedman, Nick Menza, and Dave Ellefson?
Ooh. See, that's another band. I'm going to go Countdown to Extinction.
No!
Lern, Peace Sells.
No!
Damn it.
Rust in Peace.
Gosh,
Yeah,
damn
it was
it.
around that.
Lern, who is the only constant member of Anthrax since the band's formation?
Scott Ian.
Yes. Jim, what band's album cover features a man burning alive in a suit on the Warner Brothers lot?
Pink Floyd.
Yes.
What is it?
Wish You Were Here.
Wish You Were Here, yeah.
Point for Lern. No.
Lern, what rock band recorded the album Night at the Opera?
Queen.
Queen.
All right. Comeback has started.
What is the name of Jimi Hendrix's debut record released in 1967, Jim?
I don't know that one.
Lern, are you experienced?
Yes.
I'm buzzing it as myself.
Buzz
Sorry,
in,
sorry,
get the
we do that.
steal.
Learn who is the youngest member of the Rolling Stones during their original lineup?
Ronnie Wood.
Wrong. Original lineup.
Mick Jagger.
Yes.
Young boy.
What is the name of the Fleetwood Mac guitarist who mysteriously disappeared in 1971, Jim?
I don't know.
Lern, Peter Green.
Yes. Learn which Iron Maiden album marked the debut of Bruce Dickinson as lead singer.
Number of the Beast.
Yes.
Let's getting close.
Jim, who was the drummer on Black Sabbath's debut album?
Bill Ward.
Okay, trick question.
You want to know his birthday, too?
Yeah, let's go. Wait, let me do this. Who was the drummer for the End Tour?
What do you mean?
Like the touring drummer for Black Sabbath's final tour, The End. Who was
Tommy
on drums?
Cleofetus.
That's right.
Oh.
Cleofetus.
Fetus.
Wow, dude, what a name.
Very nice of you to give your.
It's like a
opponent
fairy
points.
tale unborn child.
That's my gift, Jim.
All right, let's just do this last question here. It's for both of you.
How much is it worth?
It's worth 4,000 points.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, that's a lot.
Wow.
What's the score right now?
Right now, I have Jim and Moon can correct me at 9, and I have you at 6.
Damn it.
Okay, this one is worth 4,000 points. Now, Learn, I'm gonna have you write your answer down. Okay. And Jim, you're gonna think about it.
All right. Well, you don't think I can write?
Yeah.
Do you have a
we
pen
don't
on
like
you?
guests, right.
No, it's fine.
I'm going to write it on the Jim Florentine Seventh Timers
yeah.
Club.
I don't want you to
no.
scribble.
By the way, Jim Florentine gets the 7th Timers Club certificate.
I have that certificate on my wall. I think the 5th or the 6th one you
Nice.
guys gave me.
All
Yeah.
right. Do you mind if I write on the back of it?
This one's
What?
custom
Okay,
right now.
Right on the Dan Marino football you're going to get.
All right. That's fine.
Yeah.
All right, how many, Learn,
Yeah.
and Jim, how many total live concerts did Led Zeppelin perform during their career? Closest just closest.
Okay.
Closest gets 4,000 points.
Okay.
During their
In
whole career.
During their
How
whole
many
career.
total live concerts did Led Zeppelin perform during their career?
Let me do some math here.
No, we're all
gonna write-
learning here.
Yeah, let me do some math here, too. Real quick.
Okay.
No, not
I'm
Google.
not, no, I
do not
won't even-
Google anything.
I'm not going to. So.
Do you include the time they were playing bars and stealing music from?
I got to do.
500.
I have to do some math on a calculator. There we go.
Just, I almost gave the answer. Just,
What are you doing?
I don't know.
You were looking at
Long
me.
Friday.
All right.
No, just the concert ticket. Live concerts.
Okay. Without going over?
Just what?
Just closest.
Closest. Don't show Jim your answer.
I'm not.
We're going to go to Jim first.
1,700.
1,700.
Oh no, I think you shot way over. Right?
Show me 300.
I'm thinking 200 a year times from 69 to 78, 77.
I don't think they were
They had
doing
6
200
albums.
a
I think
year.
they were almost doing like 300 a year.
Were they really? I
In
thought
their
they were-
prime, yeah.
During the jet day, like when they're on a jet everywhere.
Yeah.
Man, I think that was knocking them down.
So I was thinking like 200 a year times 10 minus, so I was thinking, yeah, around 1,700.
I thought 621.
My math was 6 albums, two of their first and second record were both in 1969, released in the same year. So they toured. They could only tour so much on those two albums in that time.
Plus, you got to make the records.
So then they're taking time off, and traveling wasn't as easy in the 60s and 70s. You know what? I'm gonna up it to 400.
400 total shows ever?
Yeah.
They almost did that in like a year and a half.
I don't know. Oh my gosh.
They were road
What did you
dogs.
say? 4,000?
I said 1,700.
Oh.
Well, one of you's way off.
For 4,000 points.
Oh
no. How many total live concerts did Led Zeppelin perform during their entire career? 553.
That's it? Really?
That's it.
Whoa.
553.
4,000 points.
553. If somebody wants to double check me, I did.
Wow.
I did
Google it twice.
Huh.
So
So
for
if they
the final
started, what,
score is
68,
4,006 to 9.
They started in 60. They probably toured on Led Zeppelin 1 after they released that, but then they went right back into the studio in 69 to do Led Zeppelin 2, which was also released in that year. And then so they were essentially touring. And then 1970 was Led Zeppelin 3. 1971 was Led Zeppelin 4.
I think there was a little stretch where they didn't tour.
Yeah, I think so too. This says from 68 to 1980. From small clubs to ballrooms to larger venues and arenas, they estimate just over 600.
Just over 600. So the figure I saw was 553.
That might be more accurate. I don't know. This is a guess. And this is depending on the concert tours that they've listed here on the wiki list of Led Zeppelin concert tours.
I would have thought way more. I thought they were on the road constantly.
dogs?
I know that their manager, Peter Grant, would do deals where he said, listen, you're playing Madison Square Garden, there's 17,000 tickets. We want the money up front. Yeah. So if it was $15 a ticket, whatever, 15 times 17,000, they would get that. You go, it's your responsibility to sell the place out.
Yeah.
Like they had that much power.
Wow, you're right. Those are early years. From 68 to 71, they made no fewer than 9 tours in North America. All but 33 of the band's 139 shows in 1969 were all in the U.S. So they were all over this country in 69 and 70.
And then they blew up and they.
Yeah, I guess because when they were starting to play stadiums, they didn't need to do that many shows.
No, yeah. In '77, by the time they played in April of '77 at the Pontiac Silverdome, they sold 77,000 tickets. So they were only doing a couple a month.
77,000.
In 1976, my dad had some connection at Madison Square Garden. He got 10 10th row tickets to see Zeppelin. I was really young, so I obviously wasn't going. My 2 older brothers go, and they had to pick 8 friends to go. There's still 4 that they didn't pick are still mad at my brothers to this day. As they didn't go to that show.
I get it.
That's sweet.
I get it. Hey, listen, Jim Florentine, we love having you here. Funny Bone tonight and tomorrow. And then what else we got? We got the podcast.
Yeah, do the podcast, Everybody Is Awful. And then my new special, You Can't Please Them All, on Amazon Prime.
You're the best. Ladies and gentlemen, the great Jim Florentine. All right, we'll take one final break. We'll come back. We'll wrap her up. Is it for us? Make sure you check out the clip of the day brought to you by Michael's Flooring. Also, you're listening for Pearl Jam, not just today, but all weekend long. If you hear Pearl Jam, that's the Face to Music song of the weekend, or band of the weekend. Tap Rafe's face, and you have a chance to win $1,000, and you have a chance to co-host the morning show with us. Man, short week next week.
Darn it.
Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and then
Yeah.
Thanksgiving.
We only have like a couple of weeks left of the year.
All right, today's podcast is titled
Jim Florentine Does Not Like Drug Math.
No. Big thanks to Jim Florentine. See him at the West Point Funny Bone. Big thanks to my Posse In Effect.
Yeah, man, that was so cool.
Yeah, you have a chance to win your way into their sold-out show at Del Mar Hall by going to Rockstar Taco on Tuesday to do some Beastie Boys trivia. Also thanks to Heavy Smoke for lunch today.
They always think of me because I don't eat all the briskets and whatnot, and they always make me the nachos, and I just love them for that.
So cool, man.
Well, thank you, Chris, and everybody up there at Heavy Smoke. All right, Moon, what else?
So you played our new punk rock Christmas song, The Angels We Have Heard on High, yesterday, and we dropped a video for it today at 7 a.m. I would really, really, really appreciate everybody, all the Riz Show followers, to support this EP or at least the video. So go to youtube.com/ at Misfit Machine. I think you'll be pleasantly surprised with how freaking hard this 11-minute Christmas EP rocks. 3 originals, 1 cover. I think you'll love it. It did come out a few days ago. It's on Spotify, Apple Music, all that kind of stuff. Again, the videos videos. We'll be dropping a new video every Friday up until the show. Today was the second one. Angels We Have Heard on High is on YouTube.
All right. Lern.
Yes, I'm going to have a little Friendsmas for the listeners. This is our last chance to get together before 2024 is gone. And it's happening Monday, December 2nd at Missouri Botanical Garden. And it's the Garden Glow. You do have to buy a ticket, but you can get $2 off because we're going on a Monday. And if you need details, 1057thepoint.com.
Rafe.
Tight. Follow me at I am Rafe Williams on all the socials. And I'm going to talk about this Monday, but I just found out yesterday my Don't Tell comedy special, they moved the time for me. It's going to drop at 10 a.m. Central Time. So as soon as I get off the air Monday,
nice.
I'm going on YouTube. I'm trying to get that Riz Show bump, baby, for that first 24 hours of the YouTube algorithm. So at 10 a.m., as soon as the show is over, they're premiering my special on the Don't Tell Comedy YouTube. So it would do me a solid. You don't have to watch it even. Just put it on in the background. Put your phone in your pocket. I don't care. Just give me the views, baby.
Go to the Apple Store, load up all the computers.
Load up all, yeah. Put it all, yeah, load up all of them. Scott.
Yeah, come out November 30th from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. They're doing the Impact Life Blood Drive event. And when you register at our website, you're going to get that awesome T-shirt that I've drawn, and it's the 5th one. And word on the street, there's going to be a 6th one coming up, so I'm pretty stoked about that. But anyways, come out to Ted's Motorcycle World, November 30th, 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. I'll be out there that afternoon and giving away some stuff and hanging out.
All right. Thank you, Scott. All right, we'll leave you with a selection from our Teamers Member of the Day, brought to you by Hot Shot Sports Bar and Grill. New location on Lindbergh, 7575 Lindbergh Boulevard. I'll be out there tonight from 7 to 9. Louie's going to be with me, and you have a chance to win your way into Riz Show night at the Blues game. Today we celebrate Travis Little from Washington. Mo.
Yeah, Travis.
Yeah, Travis.
And Travis wants to hear this song. Here it is. Have a great weekend. We will see you on Monday. Bye.
Energy up.